The Opie and Anthony Show on XM 202, featuring Opie, Anthony, and James Norton.
What is this?
Garbage! You know what? I can't take this anymore. It's an awful, awful radio show.
We're really, really mean-spirited, evil people who can't see the good in anything.
Off the air, let's say racist things to each other.
Hold on.
And really turn them off.
Excellence in broadcasting.
Our anus.
What? Again? Oh.
Our anus.
What?
Stop. Enough about the anus.
This is hurtful.
This is hurtful. No one wants to hear this on their radio show. Come collapse on our floor.
It's just potty mouth day.
You may feel shame, but all the same, you are never to pain.
Opie. Anthony. Jim Norton.
You guys ready to laugh?
It's got to be the greatest thing ever.
I'd sooner have a water drinking contest.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Wakey, wakey. Good morning. Good morning to Syracuse.
Oh, yes.
I didn't even know we were on in Syracuse.
But apparently they did. They knew.
I'm just bringing them on board. We kid because we love. I guess the ratings in Syracuse were pretty good for us, so.
Yup.
Want to say good morning to Syracuse today. I like Syracuse.
Yeah.
Spent a lot of weekends in Syracuse when I went to Geneseo.
Did you? Was that the big city you went to?
Well, they were the place that got all the concerts. I went to Geneseo, okay, a little, state college, south of Rochester, kind of southeast of Buffalo, in the middle of nowhere, and a great little party college, and I loved it, absolutely loved it. But we never got concerts, so we went to Syracuse for all the big names of the day.
Isn't that a long trip?
It was a long bus trip because, we were all poor. No one had a car.
To the concert?
Bus to the concert, party our asses off, see the concert at the Dome, and then go down like Fraternity Row at the college and find some kind of fraternity party because there were no buses running after the concert. Stay up all night, get hammered, and then stagger to the bus stop. And literally sleep on the curb waiting for the first bus out back to Geneseo.
Whoa. That sounds like a fun night out.
It was an awesome night out. We used to love doing that. Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Like Geneseo, we got 38 Special.
Ooh.
We got Southside Johnny and the Asbury Dukes or Jukes or whatever the hell.
Jukes.
We
can't say that on the radio anymore.
Oh, yeah. We used to get Duke Jupiter.
No. First one of the day.
I didn't even hear it. I just said Jukes. I'm like, what's wrong with that?
He did.
We used to get Duke Jupiter.
Duke Jupiter.
Canada's nodding right now, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think they're a Canadian band that had that song, I Drink Alone or something. I Drink to You. I don't know. It was a one-hit wonder.
I don't know.
It was, but they would book them at my college, and then you had to hear the hit song 2 or 3 times because they had no other music. So of course, we wanted to see some cool shows. So so I spent my a lot of weekends in Syracuse.
I never got the mindset of going too far for a concert. Like growing up on Long Island, I always had the Nassau Coliseum there.
Yeah.
That you would drive to, which was kind of dangerous because you knew you were just going to get effed up at the show and have to drive a short distance, but it was all parkway driving.
Yeah.
So you had to play police Pac-Man the whole way home. And or you were going to the Garden, which was, the big deal. That was your big deal concert where you would just take the Long Island Railroad. And
Long Island Railroad, it was a puke train.
It was a party going in.
Oh, my God.
And it was a rolling vomitorium on the way home where where when they would stop at a station, you'd lift your feet and watch vomit, like a wave of it go under your seat.
And you're not joking. I mean, obviously everyone has been on a train, and you know when it's going over some weird terrain, and all of a sudden you'll hear the soda can or the beer bottle rolling by. But in this case, like Ann's saying, it would be just like a puddle of puke.
It was puking, passed out people everywhere. And that was like pre-concert. Everyone's like, yeah. They're all wearing the concert T-shirt, having a blast, drinking on the train, and then just getting hammered and smoking weed, doing whatever at the concert, and then hop on the train. First, you'd have to sit there with a bunch of wasted people, crying girls, passed out people on the platform.
Yeah, the crying girls are the ones that thought they could take a pill or two.
Yeah.
You idiot. What do you think was going to happen?
They realized they were having a bad trip. Man. Don't bum me out, man.
That's why you got to just stick with the alcohol, because you know exactly what it does to your system.
Right.
All these idiots offering you a pill or two, you're like, yeah, I think I can handle
You're
this.
all caught up in the moment of the concert. I'm seeing Van Halen.
Right.
What's wrong with a hit of mescaline?
Right. But you've never had a hit of mescaline.
Oh, but everyone's having such fun.
And then you ask your friends, well, what happens when you have a hit of mescaline?
You'll laugh. It's great.
You'll laugh a little bit, see a few tracers. All right, cool.
You'll see some colors.
Right.
And everything's funny. Really? Even that fire-breathing dragon heading toward my face?
Yeah,
that's supposed to be funny?
Next thing you know, you're looking at Eddie Van Halen, and he looks like the leader of some alien nation that has come to get you. Like,
and he is,
right.
So you're petrified?
Right. Like, I didn't want this.
What happened?
I went to a concert. I saw Ozzy and Motley Crue in like '84, and I was such a dork. After the show, Motley Crue was the opening band. I thought I saw Motley Crue walking around, so I get my friends like, "That's Motley Crue upstairs."
Oh no!
My friends get up and take off with me, and it was just two guys with long hair.
Yeah.
Why would they be walking around?
No, I never went before. I thought I found the band.
You were new to concerts.
I really was. I was such a dope.
I think I've told this story. Me and Buzzy back in the day. Finger Lakes Performing Arts Center, kind of east of Rochester up there. God, we're talking about Rochester and Syracuse and Geneseo. Yeah. This is cool. Buffalo, you're in this discussion. What the hell? And there was a jazz concert, and I had to go to all the concerts for WCMF. I was like kind of a van driver, and I had to go out to all the shows. Even
I know. It makes me pity you.
Well, yeah.
Sorry.
I had to do all the heavy lifting.
Van driver.
Let's acknowledge that,
you
please.
Did all the grunt work.
Thank you.
He came in. You guys built something together, and boy, did I jump on at a good time.
Ope kind of had the machete in the jungle and cleared the way.
Thank you. At least acknowledge it finally.
Then when the clearing was made and all the heavy lifting was done, I helped build like the hut, and Jimmy came in to sleep in it.
Yeah. I just dozed off.
So a little appreciation would be nice every once in a while.
Are you kidding me? When I'm kneeling down tonight and I'm thanking God for sobriety, your names are tossed in there. Not in a row. That'd be too queer.
Yeah, that is.
Anyway, so it was a jazz festival, and CMF was the big sponsor. I don't know if they are to this day. But I had to go to all the shows because we sponsored every single show there. And it was a jazz festival, whatever. And Buzzy, I go, Buzzy, you want to go? And he's like, a good friend of mine. He lives in Atlanta now. And Buzzy is always up for a good time. He's like, yeah. And I pick him up. And all of a sudden he has like freaking cheese sandwiches with mushrooms.
Oh, no, not the mushrooms.
He's like, don't worry, man. We'll get through this jazz festival. Because I guess it was all day. And I was too scared to do a whole dose of shrooms.
Yeah, you're always a little apprehensive when you first try a brand new drug because you don't want to freak out.
Just because what we were just talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know what shrooms is going to do to my body.
So you take a little of it?
Yeah, that's what I guess I took like a half a dose to 3/4 of a dose.
I wouldn't even take that much at first.
And it was on and Buzzy, he's like, I made cheese sandwiches because it'll taste better going down. And he couldn't even get like good cheese. It was like Velveeta or like government cheese. I'm like, you ass. Why couldn't you like splurge for the good cheese?
Get some good Kraft singles when we're doing mushrooms.
So we're just struggling trying to get these awful cheese sandwiches down. And then we're on the lawn at the Finger Lakes Performing Arts Center. We got like just a huge like blanket. There was a few other people with us, and just other alcoholic beverages and then
Did you have the wine satchel, man?
Right.
It's made out of a goat's stomach.
I had my hacky sack. And I lay on the lawn and some
Damn hippie.
some jazz ass was doing his dumb thing.
Going off 8 people playing a different song at the same time. Enough with your jazz.
Unlistenable direct.
Shut up.
And Buzzy and I are just laying back on the lawn, just giggling like little schoolgirls, listening to raindrops that were hitting little tiny leaves way in the back of the lawn.
Oh, but you heard him.
Oh, man, did I. And then, like, some lady's babbling. And I'm like, Buzzy, tell that lady to shut the F up, right? So he turns around to realize there's no one behind us, and we realize we're hearing the conversation of some lady that's all the way in the back of the lawn.
Did you get super hearing mushrooms?
I have no
Put them in your ears?
Like I said, man, you don't know what this stuff does to you.
No.
Everyone is different. For me, it was like super hearing.
Yeah.
Oh, but the raindrops.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't, pouring. It was just little drops.
One of the worst things is when you get caught up in the moment like that. And I'd said it before. I took mescaline at a Van Halen concert at Nassau Coliseum, and I take it slower than everybody else. I'd never taken it before, so I kind of like took a quarter of it and put the rest in my pocket. And I took a quarter, so I was like everybody else, and everyone else is like peeking out at the end of the concert. Everyone's still flying. So I was the designated driver because I'm like, guys, I'm not even feeling this. But during the show, I kept taking a little more because I felt a little of it.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, this feels cool, so let me take a little more. By the time I was getting to the exit of the parking lot of the Nassau Coliseum, it hit me full blast to where taillights were spinning like pinwheels. It was pouring rain, so the windshield wipers are going ka-chung, 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 and I'm just staring at them. I can't look past my windshield wipers. And when you're driving, you should look a little further than your windshield
The
wipers.
stupid windshield wipers are the coolest thing you've ever seen in your entire
Dude,
life.
they were the way they were smearing the rain, so the street lights and everything else were going whoosh, whoosh in these colorful,
Nice.
like pastels, and I was so screwed up that I started laughing. And then the guy's like, are you okay to drive? And, of course, being responsible, I said, yes, I'm fine.
Yeah.
As I went down the Meadowbrook Parkway, not knowing, I swear, to this day, if I was doing 10 miles an hour or 100 miles an hour. I have no clue because I couldn't tell how fast I was going by what things looked like. Everything was kind of going by like, whoosh, 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 whoosh. It's really amazing. I made it through my youth with the drug experimentation like that.
Yeah, I knew it was time to move on when I was living in a house in Rochester with Buzzy. And once again, Buzzy was like my roommate off and on for years because he was in media and we were just, we were good friends, whatever. And we rented this entire house, but we had to have roommates because we weren't making any money.
Making a fortune.
And we would get our roommates were into some serious crap. They were the fraternity brothers that were hardcore.
Yeah, they were the guys that were into stuff that you would never even think of doing.
And, I had my fun in college, but I really wanted to give this radio thing a shot, and I was working. I was still partying my ass off, but nothing too crazy, really. And one morning, I come downstairs to go to CMF for my, I think I was making, $10,000 a year job, helping out Brother Weeze and promotions and stuff. And I come down to the living room. It's now, 6 in the morning about, and guys are smoking crack cocaine in my living room.
All right.
And I thought to myself, because I was kind of on the fence because I had this offer to go to Buffalo to do overnights, but I was weighing it. I wasn't sure. I thought I could maybe stay in Rochester and get a little more air work, and that would be good. And then that was the moment I said, you know what? Get the hell out of this atmosphere. And I liked those guys, but they were not advancing as fast as I was.
Oh, you Mary, smoke a little crack.
I was leaving all that behind, but I remember distinctly I came downstairs to have a little breakfast and a cup of coffee, and these guys were still. I remember going to bed, and they started their partying with just a couple beers, maybe a little joint, no big deal. And by the time I woke up in the morning, they're smoking the coke.
Well, let me give you a little pointer on people that are smoking crack. You won't ever hear one go like, "Hey, it's getting late. Let's stop smoking crack."
I understand.
I have to go to bed.
I understand.
And was that your first paid radio, like your first show was going overnights?
My first real show, yeah. I was pretty much doing every shift in Rochester when people went on vacation, but then I had the opportunity to actually start my own show. But I was a little scared, because all I knew was Rochester, because I went to college there, and then I was living in Rochester for 3 years, so I knew the area, and Buffalo was such a foreign place to me at the time. And yeah, I walked downstairs and they're smoking up the coke or whatever. They're freebasing, I guess. It wasn't crack. They were freebasing.
Freebasing, much more civilized.
A little different, I know.
It's a gentleman's crack.
Gentleman's crack is what it is.
And I looked around the living room and I'm like, oh man, it's just time to move on from all this. And I accepted the job, I think, that day, moved on and never looked back.
You do reach a point where you
gotta
say no.
By the way, not that anyone cares. I never freebased her.
Oh no.
No.
You reach a point where you go like, nah, I'm done. And then you just stop doing it. And then like years later, you bump into the people you used to hang out with and do these drugs with, and they're still doing it. And you're like, what happened to you? Why?
Well, if they're alive.
Yeah, if they're still alive.
Well, I don't want to name names, but I went back for a fraternity reunion, and the guy that I saw in my living room doing that.
Yeah.
Was doing that many, many years later at this reunion. I'm like, I think I made the right decision to kind of move on. And he's a good guy, but that's what he's into. What can I tell you? Yeah. But the signs were all there to just get the hell out.
We had neighbors when I lived in East Northport that did drugs that I never even heard of. Like they were into all kinds of weird pills and heroin also. They would do heroin. And there were a bunch of brothers. And one brother got lost in this patch of woods. We had huge woods on the side of my house that went on for like a mile. That's where everyone used to hang out and drink and stuff like that. And then right across the street from these houses was a little patch of woods that was probably the size of this studio, maybe, the size of a good size apartment.
Like 20 by 20,
just
maybe.
A little patch of woods. And one of the neighbors was so effed up on whatever he was on, he was lost in that patch of woods. He would walk around all day long. He was walking around just going, hey, hey, hey. Just like that, too. He was going, hey, hey. Walking around in this little circle. And he was lost in this patch of woods that you see right through it. You see right through the woods.
Oh, that's really
funny.
What
kind of drugs was he on?
I don't know. I think it was heroin at the time. Yeah, he was really in bad shape.
I love his voice, by the way.
Hey, 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 hey. He used to laugh like that too. He'd go, hey, 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 hey. I was petrified. I was a little kid. Watching this. My mother would be like, "Get in the house."
There was also a moment where I realized I was just way out of my league. I go to Geneseo. I was brought up pretty strict out there on Long Island. Didn't get to do much. So when I went to college, I kind of lost my mind.
Let your hair down.
Yeah, start drinking a lot and stuff, and just really partying and kind of just having a good time. And I joined a fraternity, whatever, and I thought it was like, join a fraternity, drink a lot of beer, man. I'm the man.
What is it, 1965?
I'm cooler than Arnie. Rob, Arnie, and Dawn.
See how many people you could fit in a phone booth?
Yeah, you're right. But seriously,
naked.
That was my line. I'm like, all right, I'll drink a lot of beer. I'll go to cake parties, whatever. And I remember coming home from the bars just completely hammered, walking up the hill there in Geneseo, and one of my fraternity brothers, I would love to name names because their names are hilarious, but I don't want to blow up anyone's spot.
Yeah.
But one of my
doctors now.
One of my fellow brothers, and this is a sign where I'm like, wow, I am so out of my league because here I am just hammered, just walking up the hill, ready to sleep off a nice buzz, right? It's like 4 a.m, and this kid is in the middle of the street, burning a Bible and yelling and screaming about the devil.
Was it Jimmy Norton? Wow.
And I'm like, what are you doing? And he said some crap and about the devil and God, and he had to do this. And then he was one of my fraternity brothers. He dropped acid.
Yeah, that's when they.
And he had a little bonfire in the middle of the road, and he was burning a Bible, and he was doing some kind of ceremony. And I'm like, well, keep it up. Good night.
Yep.
See you tomorrow.
Good night.
See you tomorrow.
You ever have a kid get taken out of school in a wheelchair because they're so effed up?
No.
We had that kid. It was the ambulance pulled up, so everyone looks out the window, see what's going on. And this kid that was just known for drinking before class and doing drugs and whatever, and there he was in this wheelchair, and they're wheeling him out, and his head is just rolled back. Like, I guess today they would go through all kinds of stuff, like the stretcher, and make sure he's okay. All they did was plop him in this wheelchair and wheel him out to the ambulance, throw him in the back, and took off.
Like they're getting him out of Nam.
Yeah. It was no like on the spot, make sure he's okay kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's all right. Another drunk kid, get him in the wheelchair and push him out.
We're just getting started. We got to take a break, but Jimmy, really fast from Pennsylvania. What's up?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, man.
Big fan.
Thank you.
I was just wanting to tell you the first time that I had dropped mescaline, I was driving to the club, the Fun House in Manhattan. I don't know if you remember that place, but I'm going through the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel, and it's like I'm going through Star Wars. The lights up top, as you're going faster and faster, the lights are going by. I mean, it was just insane.
Yeah.
I don't know how I made it through the tunnel.
Steer clear of tunnels if you're doing mescaline, please, because that really looks weird. It looks like you're being launched at one of those fighters from Battlestar Galactica.
There you go.
There you go. That's exactly what it was. And I don't know about you guys, but the laughing, too. Cheeks, my cheeks on my face would ache from laughing.
Yeah, that was one drug that kind of made you laugh a lot, but it was also one of those that you would be like, I don't want to do too much of this,
Yeah, I cut my hand one time, and it was like jelly coming out. The blood coming out of my hand was like jelly, just oozing out of my hand.
God.
Unbelievable. Anyway, boys, you guys have a nice day. I love the show, man.
Thank you,
man.
Jim.
Amazing.
By the way, we don't condone... Oh, shut up. Do whatever the hell you want.
You're your own person. You want to screw your life up or have fun with it, go ahead.
But I want to say good morning to Syracuse, and I want to thank Syracuse for the first 20 minutes of radio today.
Hey.
We didn't even know we were going to talk about that. I just remember going to Syracuse for the concerts, and then it all just kind of like, went this direction. And I also want to wake up everybody that used to, be in that drug culture and has moved on, and now we're just boring.
Yeah.
Running our lives and just, I don't know, looking for the next buzz, but knowing that we'll never do any of this stuff again.
You'll never have that buzz that you had when you ate that stupid mushroom and cheese sandwich.
You wake up, this might be a better question for Jimmy. You wake up, maybe both of you, I don't know. You ever wake up in the morning and you're almost in a cold sweat because you start thinking about maybe some of the stuff you did when you were a lot younger, and you're like, I can't believe I took that chance with my body and my life.
Oh,
like I get
a lot.
freaked. Some mornings I'll wake up and I'll get just freaked out.
I feel that way about things I did 2 weeks ago.
Girls you were with? No.
Well, let's hope.
Blood test.
All right.
Remember, you're talking to a guy that blew up a military explosive in the middle of a football field.
Yeah, good point.
With a wire that was too short.
Good point. Good point. All right, we'll take a break. We're just getting started with the Opie and Anthony show. Another doctor saw my wee-wee yesterday.
All right.
Can you still say that on the radio? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes. As long as we don't describe it any further.
I guess so.
And
was it at his house or at an office?
It was at an office, and it was a good experience.
It was in his car.
And I was having a wisdom tooth pulled.
Yeah. For once, it was a good experience.
Oh.
A little different than all the other doctors that are checking my you-know-what out.
Well, I'm speculating by you saying that, but I hope it's what I think by you saying it was a better experience.
It was a much better experience.
Let me guess. He was tan, a European gentleman, good jawbone, nice smile.
Sandals.
Yes. I must look like I'm packing or something, because every time I enter a doctor's office, they need to see what I'm packing.
They got to see. They got to take a look-see.
I'm like, but I'm not here for that, you idiot. All right, it's Opie and Anthony.
It's Whip 'em Out Wednesday. We tell you how to get a wow sticker, but we can't plug the website.
Hear what everyone else is talking about. O&A Uncut and Live continuing the show on XM Satellite Radio starting at 9 a.m. Eastern. Visit xmradio.com to subscribe.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Hey, good morning. Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show. If you're just waking up, the O&A virus spreading across America. Our phone number, 1-866-313-FREE. It's Whip 'em Out Wednesday. And we got H-Cup Jane on the line.
Hey,
H-Cup, what's going on?
Welcome back. I missed you for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Happy Whip 'em Out Wednesdays. And I'm very excited because it's lighter out now, so I can get out there earlier.
Yeah, she just loves showing her,
Hands.
I was going to use a term we used yesterday on the other side, but oops. No, H-Cup has a nice set.
Yes.
A very nice set.
Well, thank you guys. But I hear next week you're going to have girls in the studio, and unfortunately I'm going to be in Vegas.
No, we're gonna figure all that out down the road, but it's going to be a contest that goes on for a while. All we care about today, it's Whip 'em Out Wednesday. You got to get your WOW stickers or your homemade WOW signs on your car. A homemade WOW sign is simply, because some people don't understand that concept. Yeah. Just write WOW on a piece of cardboard, or you can get fancier and get it on your car. And there are girls like H-Cup Jane out there. They will see the WOW stickers, they will see the homemade WOW signs, and they will flash you.
Right.
Where are you flashing today, H-Cup?
I will be on the Garden State today. I'm actually going to be down by exit 100 today.
100?
Yeah, so I'll be further down south.
Any rest areas there? Maybe you could go to a rest area at a certain time, do a quickie, maybe drive by, and give the guys a thrill.
I can find out. I'm sure there's rest areas down there somewhere.
All right.
Wait, there's one by exit 100.
Is there?
On the Parkway?
Jimmy knows them all.
No, I've driven down the Parkway. Hold on.
Hey, Jimmy, by the way.
Look, dude, I know there are rest areas on like the Jersey, Turnpike but I wouldn't know near what actual exit.
Yeah.
All right, everyone can imply that I was going to rest areas just to make friends. But I will say that there's a big one by 124. Everyone knows that one where you can go from the north and the south, and then down by exit 100. Because I happen to have a very weak bladder, so I know where all the rest are.
Oh, is that it?
Constantly. You guys have traveled with me.
It's ridiculous driving with Jimmy. Ridiculous. Every
hummingbird bladder.
Every rest stop.
I remember we were going to Boston one time, wherever we got off, every time he went into the bathroom, to the urinal, I would just go and stand at the one right next to him, even if there was nobody there, just to really creep him out.
That is creepy.
Yeah, for people walking in.
I hate that, too, when people, that's why I don't like driving with people. If I have to drive, all the way to Boston, I will go non-stop.
Really?
Because because I drive so fast, the thought of stopping and having all those people that I worked so hard to pass me,
that is the worst feeling. Yeah.
Nuts. I cannot, and then you're driving and go, I remember this idiot. Oh, it took me an hour to get past him.
The best is when you fly by some just mess of a driver, like hauling, I don't know, a boat on one wheel and a camper, and you go by him like he's standing still. You're right. And then you stop at a rest stop for a quick leak, and next thing you know, you're back on the road and you're passing him.
It's like, great, I could have just been driving like him.
Right. Why did I even bother getting past this?
25 miles an hour.
This hunk of crap.
I'm driving like a NASCAR driver to get up there in under 3 hours, and it all gets screwed up because somebody's got to go to the bathroom.
God, that is a great point.
Hold it in. We're goosing it the whole way.
Do you realize how... I'm sorry.
Yes,
I'm sorry,
yes, sir.
I'm pointing out to my coworker what an OCD psychopath he is, because he would rather get to Boston 12 minutes early rather than relieve himself and be comfortable and enjoy his life.
12. I have made the Long Island to Boston run in a record time. It was Christmas morning, so no one was on the road, in 2 hours, 15 minutes. From my home in Huntington to Boston, Massachusetts, 2 hours, 15 minutes.
You got to explain it for the rest of America. That would be about 4 to 4.5 hours.
Yeah.
On an average day.
It was
4 hours. 4 hours on an
ridiculous.
average day.
What were you saying? I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, go ahead, H-Cup.
Went off on a tangent.
I was just going to say, Jimmy, we're going to come see you Saturday night.
Oh, Caroline's, Jim Norton. Yep. All weekend long, starting tomorrow night through Sunday.
Oh, good. You'll be there. All right, cool. Well, I'm sure everyone will know who Jane is. She'll be the one with the 2 Goodyear blimps under her shirt. Everybody's staring at her.
She'll be the one seeking attention.
And the stretched out sweater.
Seeking attention.
Cool.
I'm going to head down, and then I'll call the studio back.
All right. You can wow in the club, too.
Oh, I could do that.
I'm sure Caroline's will love
All right,
that.
so you love Whip 'em Out Wednesday, right?
Love it.
All right.
Love it.
Yeah, we got to get a few more girls involved, but there are girls like H Cup. They are out there, and they are looking for the WOW stickers, and they're looking for the WOW written on the dirt or in the dirt, whatever, and they will flash you.
It's like that's like having rotating like red beacons strapped to your chest.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty much what you're asking for to look at. Just look at my chest.
Do you know that?
I have my own flotation devices, guys.
Do you know the feeling when you're after a show and you're like just signing or whatever, meeting people, and one of the girls flashes, and like we get used to it because like you do see a good amount of wowing.
Yeah.
But the other comedians, they're like, dude, they can't believe a girl is flashing you.
What is going on there?
It just doesn't.
Yeah, we're so jaded.
You feel like a rock star. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, that doesn't happen to most comics.
You sign these.
It is cool until you see that just one messy pair, and you're like, ugh.
And you got to be cordial.
And you got to make it look good.
Hey, nice.
Because the girl has no clue that she has just awful ones.
You know, it's the worst thing, and I think you'll probably see this at our O&A Virus comedy tour.
Very good.
That's coming up.
Yes.
We'll give you information on where you can get tickets and the
we'll
dates
be
and
there
everything.
too.
But when a girl comes up on stage to wow the crowd, and we're all cordial, and we go, "Oh, those are nice," and the crowd is brutally honest. The girl turns around to face the crowd, and you just hear, "Oh, boo, boo!" It's like they're booing breasts.
Just a bunch of jerks.
Oh, asses.
Yeah. All right, H Cup, go have fun wowing. All right?
The effort.
I will.
All right, if you stop anywhere for a little show, let us know.
All right.
Bye,
Well,
Jane.
have a good day, guys.
And if there are any
Thank
other
you.
girls that want to call in and say they're wowing, that would be wonderful. Okay, it's Whip 'em Out Wednesday on the Opie and Anthony Show.
She has
happening?
tremendous.
Giant.
They're giant.
They are you can't look at anything else on her.
You use tremendous. I say they're giant.
Giant, tremendous, huge, gargantuan.
I say lovely.
That's another word.
I say giant.
Again.
Do you want to know what an unsexy nothing I am? Last night, my girlfriend is looking very sexy before bed, and I know she wants to bang. She's just all dressed, a little sexy, like she's like a little short nighty shirt, but looking very sexy.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Let's play Scrabble," and she's like, "What?"
Stop it.
I swear to God, I
Yes,
had the Scrabble
Scrabble?
board out. We played Scrabble. And I'm kind of like thinking, like, you have to get up in the morning. What are you doing? It's 11:15. She wants to have sex. And then I got a 7-letter word, and she got mad and goes, like, I don't want to play Scrabble. So thank God she's a sore sport.
Do you beat her at Scrabble?
It's the first time we ever played. We went through 4 hands. I was murdering her.
4 little rounds of Scrabble.
110 to 34. And all spoil sport would rather have some mediocre sex, which, sorry, that's the best I could do.
Were you kind of laughing at her words?
No, she's smart, but I just got a 7-letter.
I'm not saying she wasn't smart, but like I consider myself pretty educated, but at Scrabble, an infant can beat me. I am the worst speller in the
can't
world.
spell.
I cannot spell.
You know what?
Little something about Anthony. He can't spell.
Let me amend that. You're right. The nerve of me to go, no, she's smart. I am a whipped little sissy
Yes,
boy.
you are.
That dummy. Her words were awful. She put there was a P-O-O. There was a P-O, and then she put another O and made poo. And that was her word.
Can't do that.
5 points. Poo.
You know what, though? That's me with Scrabble. And I panic at Scrabble. I panic. I see my letters, and I'm looking and go, I can't. In the first 5 seconds, I look and go, I can't make one word. I can't make a word. And then I know I'm taking too long, and I'm just like, oh, God, I can't. And then I have to make a stupid word like poo.
My family's into board games. Like, every once in a while we get together, for Thanksgiving.
Some
whatever.
idiot goes, exaggeration.
Yeah.
There we go. I've spelled exaggeration.
With all my letters.
Yes, done.
Done.
And
Right.
I'm working off of like one of the letters. I look on, O-N.
Yeah.
Dummy.
And they love, my brothers love playing like Boulder Dash and all those games.
Boulder Dash.
And I just go into panic mode. I try to be a good family member and play for a little while. Then I can't be bothered with that stuff. Boulder Dash, is that the one where you have to make up definitions for weird words?
Yeah. Didn't we used to play those games in Boston?
Probably.
Like, I kind of remember.
Who knows?
Around playing those games. Look, once I found the computer game, all those went out the window.
Bye-bye.
Except an occasional game of Trivial Pursuit still.
Oh, category?
Categories.
That's another one.
Oh,
yeah.
scatological stories. Categories. What is that?
I remember the name. I remember
E-Rock, what's categories?
It's a game where you roll a dice and it gives you a letter.
You roll a dice?
A die. And whatever the letter is, they give you a whole list of stuff that you have to find words that start with that letter.
Ugh.
Yuck.
Really?
Sounds boring.
That's awful.
I want to play win, lose, or draw.
I want to play bingo.
I happen to like a good game of Parcheesi myself.
Parcheesi. I never played Parcheesi because I hated the name.
Yeah.
It sounded like cheese.
It just sounded cheesy.
Parcheesi.
I hated the little men. They were just like those stupid little fat-bottomed. They all look like chess pawns, the Parcheesi men.
Parcheesi men. You know what else had a dopey thing? Trouble, I think it was. What was the game that just had dunce caps? Little dunce caps.
I think that was Trouble.
Was it Trouble?
And then you had to push down on
Pop-o-matic, pop the dice, pop a 6, and you move twice. Race your men around the track and try to send the others back.
Die
Trouble.
immediately.
Wow, that just popped in my head out of nowhere.
Yeah, wonderful. Making us all look stupid.
No, believe me, I can't spell any of the words I just said, but...
Remember Chutes and Ladders?
Yeah,
That's
and
more of a child
Candyland. That was as a kid.
Yeah.
All right.
Uncle Wiggly.
All right, listen.
Little rabbit.
Parcheesi.
I want to, well, we can talk about games if you want.
But no, you would land on the man's space and the man would have to go back a bunch. You knock him back, for Christ's sake.
They're a bunch of asses.
The Pop-O-Matic. You had to know that game came out in like the 50s. Everything had to have a matic at the end of it. Dice-O-Matic.
Mad Libs is coming in.
Pop-O-Matic.
Are we actually going to talk about stupid games?
Hey, what was your favorite game? Ladies and gentlemen, what was your favorite game growing up? Whoa!
Mad Libs
Stop
ruled.
it.
Because all you and your friends would just be pigs.
Curse. Yeah, it would be like the worst things.
But not stupid over there. He wanted to play categories with his friends.
I'm playing categories.
Hopefully he'd pick up an X and then say X-ray and then run out of things to say and lose. Receive a good punch to his face.
So let's go to Cindy in Jersey. Cindy, what's up? Cindy. Oh, she's listening.
You're listening to the radio.
There's a delay.
Stupid.
There's always a delay. They got to protect us. And then we'll say something stupid, and then they'll make believe there was no delay and say they were just... whatever.
Screw it.
Yeah.
They don't get it.
That dump button should save every jock in America, but it doesn't now, does it? She wanted to say Yahtzee. That's all.
Yeah.
End of bit. Who cares? All right, listen. I want to thank Tom Chiusano, believe it or not. I went to...
believe it or not. I like how that's what a backhanded compliment that is.
That incompetent? How could you thank him? I'll believe it. He's the boss.
He's been babbling since we started here about getting our skin checked and wearing sunscreen. And I finally went to the skin doctor.
He slathers us up here in the studio just because of the lights.
Like a little mother.
Tom, could you get my back? He uses the little baby stuff for me.
And he takes the middle finger and like dabs it with the inside of the middle finger on my cheek and he goes, "You're going to get a burn." Rubs it gently on my cheek.
You guys haven't reenacted the Coppertone ad with him yet?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's just wonderful.
No, we were going to, and he told me I need to lose a few pounds. And he went over to Anthony and lotioned his svelte torso.
Pulled my pants back to show a little crack.
By the way, we're going to try to get this whole show in before they arrest Anthony for that Fort Dix thing.
Yeah, I know.
We'll get into that in a little while, but
I've really just got to shave completely. I tried it once. Everyone laughed at me, but the longer I go around with this stupid goatee, the more I get accused of being every terrorist on the front page of every newspaper.
I keep looking at the door like, man, it's just a matter of time. They come barging in and take you away.
Get me.
Anyway, because of Tom Chiusano, I grew up as a caddy. I grew up with a mother that didn't believe in suntan lotion. What's that?
Yeah.
I've told the stories of getting really burned at my grandma's house out there in Wading River.
Well, we've spoken about this on the cruise. They didn't really have sunscreen. It was suntan lotion, like you said.
It was
pretty
oil, right?
Oil, just oil for tanning purposes. So there wasn't a sunscreen. As you were a kid, when you were a kid, you just went out there and you go burn yourself up, kids.
I was trying to remember that. Like when we were younger, they didn't have suntan lotion. It was more like oils to get a golden tan.
Yeah,
right?
I don't think really sunscreen really hit the market for mass consumers until like the early 70s. And that's when people started realizing, hey, you got to block this sun out. But before that, it was pretty much just suntan lotion, they called it. Suntan lotion.
Well, I got the skin of privilege, and
skin of privilege.
But it's also a curse because you get the really bad sunburn.
Yeah.
And I spent all my summers out in Wading River at my grandma's beach house, and I used to get just awful sunburns to the point you can't move at night. And my dad would rub vinegar on it. He thought that was the way to take the sting out of it. And then all of a sudden you have a really awful sunburn, and now you smell like crap.
A douche.
And then
you would.
This is the short version of the story.
Yeah,
very good, by the way, Jimmy. And then my grandma, we all would stay out there, but there wasn't enough beds, so she had army cots. I don't even know why she had army cots.
I'll tell you, nothing more comfy than a burlap army cot.
It was a burlap army cot. I have no idea where she got these things. I don't know if she was fighting some imaginary war. I have no idea.
From the fallout shelter.
And then she had army-issued wool blankets.
Oh, that's great for sunburn.
Yeah, I've told all these stories. So I would go on the beach all day, get really, really sunburned to the point it would blister. And then my dad would rub the vinegar on it, and then I would be thrown into an army cot. I was just a kid with a very itchy, woolly blanket.
Good night, ladies.
Yeah. And
this is my blister.
And it's a beach house, so there's sand everywhere. So there's sand in your army cot, and there's sand all over the wool
it's
blanket.
Just a bad dream, red boy.
Yeah. So.
They all hit him with little rolled up socks full of copper tone. Blanket party.
Ow! Ow! Opie laying in his cot. Ow!
So,
why isn't somebody rubbing vinegar into Opie's back?
And one day I was on the beach out there and decided to be really smart because I was tired. To put my arms behind my head like this.
Oh no, it's so comfy on the beach.
What position is it called? I know.
That's your head behind the.
Yeah, your hands. You can interlock your fingers and rest your head there
and lay all the way back.
Yeah, lay back and go.
I'm like, wow, this is really comfortable.
Like you'd lay in a hammock.
I love this. I'm loving how comfortable this feels. Not realizing that the skin kind of around your armpit and all this skin over here is probably the most sensitive on your entire body.
One place more sensitive, and that's always covered at the beach. But that's it. The underarms area, forget about it.
You get a sunburn there, and you lose all the skin.
And you can't put your arms down. You can't walk because you can't move your arms back and forth.
Oh my God! I just got the worst sunburns in the history of man. Oh, boy. Jesse, what's going on? Jesse!
I was wondering if you guys remember the famous game back as a kid, Hungry, Hungry E-Rock.
Hungry, Hungry E-Rock.
E-Rock! You all right? Yeah, we learned yesterday, late in the show, that E-Rock is up to 224 pounds.
Yeah,
He's gained 30 pounds since joining the Opie and Anthony show.
We had a good time teasing Eric.
Oh, boy, did we. And it seems to be continuing a little bit. E-Rock, you were hoping, right? You were hoping we were going to move on today?
Yeah.
Kind of. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
God, what a blast we had.
Yeah.
Was Heath just the worst?
He one time, he was going to... nothing.
All right, good.
Food makes the pain go away.
That's one of E-Rock's quotes.
Food makes the pain go away.
Does it, though?
Poor E-Rock.
Does it, E-Rock?
He's hurting.
I don't exercise enough. I don't exercise enough.
I exercise enough.
Was that Gandolfini?
I exercise enough.
Can you play that one more time?
I don't exercise enough.
He's a little
Hey, I exercise enough.
My brother's checking in. I said sand in the army cots. Yeah, which made it even worse.
That adds it, and then
into
the nice grinding factor on your sunburn.
My brother should call in because he could add to the story. All right, part 2 of the story. So I want to thank Tom because I got my skin checked. But there's a little side story to that, which will eat up another 2 minutes of this dumb show. And we'll do that next. It's Opie and Anthony. I came up with something years ago. Basically, it says
Whip 'em out Wednesday.
Big, luscious, juicy ones.
Ready?
Wow.
The swinging tribute to unrestrained female anatomy.
It's Whip 'em Out Wednesday.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
You're checking out the Opie and Anthony Show. We got lots going on with this radio show. It's Whip 'em Out Wednesday today. Make sure you get your WOW stickers or your homemade WOW signs on your cars. We're going to start pushing WOW now that the weather's really nice where we broadcast. I know we broadcast to places where it's nice all year long, but it's tough for us to get into the spirit of WOW when it's like 10 degrees out. Yeah. But finally, spring has sprung here in New York City, so we're ready to really rock Whip 'em Out Wednesday and get it out there big time. First step, though, get a WOW in your car. There are ladies out there. They'll see the WOW, and they will flash you. It's been happening for many, many years with this radio show. And then, are we like 10 days out from doing our poker tournament, Ant?
Yes, I believe we are.
Oh, my God. I remember talking about this off air for, I don't know, months ago, but we're finally here. Registration is taking place in the House of Blues themed poker room at the Showboat Hotel and Casino down there in Atlantic City.
Atlantic City.
You can register now until May 18th. And day of the event, registration will take place in the New Orleans Ballroom, beginning at 9 a.m. I hope this isn't confusing for people.
Yeah, people that want to register, they'll figure it out.
They'll figure it out. Okay, spots are limited, so register early. It's an Opie and Anthony poker tournament. We got, I believe, $20,000 up for grabs.
This is a biggie.
That's pretty cool, man.
Yep, a lot of people are going to be playing. I'm playing. And you're playing, I guess. Everybody's playing.
I'm playing, and I'm going all in first hand.
First hand, no matter what?
For the hell of it.
No matter what, you'd get dealt.
Yes.
Wow.
All in.
Wow.
I'm either going to make a statement, or I'm going to have the rest of the afternoon off.
If you have pocket rockets, that might be good.
Yeah?
Aces. Pocket rockets, Jimmy. Pocket rockets.
What they are.
Bullets. And then what if you're 7-deuce off?
I'm going
all in regardless.
All in, no matter what. And then to the blackjack table to do some card counting.
Figured it out, did you?
Oh, yeah. I figured out how to cut a deck, man. I got some moves that I want to show some people at the blackjack table.
That's great. Opie removed from all casinos. You're going to have his picture up there.
I want to get into one of those back rooms. I want to see what that's all about.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Smash your hand.
That's right. I said it. I'll be card counting.
Wow.
What a bunch of dopes. Hey, I could card count.
Card count with the new automatic shufflers they have that there's no shoes anymore.
Yeah, I read a book or two, and one of the books I read recently was on the MIT kids and their card counting and taking the casinos for millions. And I'm thinking, why isn't the casinos taking this very seriously? And I'll tell you why. Because most of the people that card count can't do it.
Yeah.
So they have a lot more confidence when they go to the blackjack table. They think they got something on the dealer.
Got a system.
They're counting, but they don't even know what they're counting half the time, and they're just losing more money because they really think it's time to put the big bet in.
And they're not doing it right, yeah.
I think it's the greatest thing to happen to the casinos, actually, these dumb books saying how you could beat blackjack.
Not only that, but card counting has nothing to do with you sitting there winning every hand and making a hell of a lot of money real quick. It's a very time-consuming thing, and it only switches the percentage.
2.
What, 2%?
I believe they said 2%.
Yeah. It's not it's not this big advantage that you're getting, but it's just enough to, over time, put you where you can make some money.
Yeah.
Well, I was playing one time and I had a 7-deuce offsuit, like you said.
Poker, back to poker.
Playing no limit hold'em.
Yeah, it was 7-deuce offsuit. I said, I'm going to double down. So I split them up and I doubled down.
But now you're combining poker and blackjack,
no, I'm
Jimmy.
Not. That's the way I play poker.
That's how you play? You flip your cards and split them?
I split them right up. Pocket rockets are for fags.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I don't use pocket rockets. I trade them back in. Yeah, give me a couple. Give me a 6 and an 8. I'll make something out of it.
Well, listen, it's going to be a party. We're going to be at the Showboat all weekend long.
There's a party afterwards.
We're really excited about this, actually. And I'm going to play, and whatever. I'll do as well as I can. There's also an official party. Here it is at Club Worship in the House of Blues at 10 p.m. You must be 21 years of age or older to participate in that. For all the details on the tournament, go to oandapoker.com. The letter O and A poker.com.
OANDA.
There you go. Thank you, Jimmy.
There you go.
Yeah. oandapoker.com. But you can register now. And why don't we give away a spot to a random caller right now?
Oh.
Huh?
Okay.
We'll do that. We'll register you right now for the poker tournament.
You know what I noticed?
Call 1-866-313-FREE. Make sure you could go because we're all over the country. So obviously it has to be someone in the Philly, Washington, New York, possibly Boston area.
Somewhere closer to Atlantic City.
Jersey, let's not forget.
You know what I noticed playing on the ship? The blackjack dealers now have the automatic shufflers also. Like the Hold'em tables all have the shufflers inside the table now. You just pop one deck of cards in, another deck comes out, it's already shuffled, and it gets the game going real quick. Now there's you don't have to wait for the dealer to shuffle up a whole shoe for blackjack and load up the shoe. It just constantly shuffles, which I don't think is better for the player. I don't like it. The high-stakes table still had a regular shoe and a bunch of decks. And
that's BS because the guys that really do have a system, they're going to the high-stakes tables.
Uh-huh.
Me and you and all the other idiots that just have a few $100s that you want to fool around with at a blackjack table, we're not the ones that are trying to cheat.
And it seems
we're the dummies that are going to lose our money way faster than in the high-stakes room. Those are the guys that really think they have a system.
When that automatic shuffling shoe goes bad on you, when it turns on you, it stays bad for hours. Or it stays bad for a lot. Like, you always hope when you're playing blackjack and you're on a bad shoe, you could always hope in the next shuffle.
Yeah.
When that red card comes out and you know that they're shuffling, there's new hope. But with the automatic shoe, it just keeps going and going and pumping out crappy cards to you.
Yeah.
You gotta get up and leave the table.
By the way, I had some communiques from WYSP down there in Philly. We love the Philly audience, and they're trying to get us to broadcast before the poker tournament. We might have to talk to Tom and figure that out. Mm-hmm. Like the Friday before we go to Atlantic City. It's close enough.
Yeah.
So maybe next Friday we could do something for Philly. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have just babbled about this on the air and got people's hopes up.
Oh,
it's a thought, though.
That's a thought, all right. It's the thought.
And then like XM wants us down in Washington, and then we're doing the comedy tour. Like,
it's a thought.
I don't want to be on the road all summer.
You know what else was a
figure
thought?
It out, though.
That guy that jumped off that rock with those flapping wings in black and white. That was a thought. It was his thought.
I miss Philly, though. We always have a good time when we broadcast live from YSP. They bring the show, man, to us when we go down there. Take care of us. All right, so I went to the skin doctor thanks to Tom Chiusano. I knew my history was just god-awful with Mommy not, getting the suntan lotion on me.
Sunscreen.
I was brought up, weekends at a beach house out there in Wading River. Lots of sunburns.
You're fair-skinned.
The privileged skin. And I also was a caddy for many, many years.
You have what we call God's skin.
Thank you, Jimmy. And
oh, God.
And I was also a caddy at the Huntington Crescent Club I've only had two jobs, radio and a caddy. That's it.
So what you're saying is you've been out of the sun a total of probably 6-7 hours of your whole life. Just in the sun constantly.
So I go to the skin doctor yesterday, thanks to Tom. He was the one that pushed me to finally, because I was always wondering, but just like any other, especially guy out there, we don't want to go to doctors. We'd rather not know. That is what guys think about.
Just wait for it to fix itself.
We don't want to know. That's why we don't go to doctors. Yep. We'd rather just live with the wonderment that maybe we do have some awful thing going on inside.
Maybe I don't. But you know something? I don't today.
It's the fear. It's the anxiety. I'd rather not go. But I finally said, all right, fine. And I went and I got a full body exam.
Full body exam. Wow.
And I'm in there in my awkward little whatever that smock they give you.
With the back half opened?
Yeah, I guess you were...
Like a hospital gown?
Yeah, I guess you were supposed to wear it that way.
Oh, that's good. Could you put this on? And you put it on and you're just standing there with the whole front open. Hey, Doc. Goes the other way, sir.
I'm not stupid. I'll tell you why I'm not stupid, because the skin doctor was, piece of ass.
Really?
Yeah, she's been on TV a bunch and stuff.
Oh, she? Okay.
Yeah,
that confused me for a second.
Well, yeah, because of my history with doctors. Every time I go into my quote, family doctor, this is not a joke. The last 2 times I went, I'm getting,
the old prostate exam.
Well, it's not even for the prostate exam. I officially haven't had a prostate exam, but boy, I've had some some pregame.
And when your doctor's got fingers like Dom DeLuise,
right?
You're really feeling it,
dude. I went
Joe
in
Rogan hands.
I have to find a new doctor because I do get my checkups, but I haven't in about a year and a half because the last time I went in to get looked at because I thought I had strep throat, I'm getting the pregame for the prostate. Let's call it that.
Oh, geez.
Well, I've talked about this a few times. The last 2 times I went to that guy, I'm getting the pregame. Like, what are you checking for? So it was very nice to be
Awful exam.
It was very nice to be in a doctor's office where it's a very hot doctor, and I'm wearing my smock the wrong way.
I'm wearing it backwards. It's on backwards.
He's got like sitting in the chair with one leg propped up, both open, sipping a tomato juice with a lime on it.
Didn't even tie the tie.
No.
It's just open completely.
It's flopped open like he's just escaped a mental institution.
By the way, this just in from Steven from Bayshore off the Instant Feedback. You can get to the Instant Feedback through our website. Each time Tom walks in, Tom Chiusano, each time Tom walks into the studio, he coats everybody with Fun Block.
Fun Block.
No, he takes the Fun Block off us. No, actually, it does work his way. Why am I trying to make his line better and I just ruined it? Yes,
very
it worked
funny.
It worked perfectly. Thank you, Steve. What an idiot. I stink.
Fun Block.
I'm calling the Huntington Crescent Club. I'm ready for a loop. That's all I'm good at.
No, you just had a misinterpreted habit, a little misunderstanding.
Yeah, nothing, no harm, no foul.
Okay, there you go.
Little harm, little foul.
So I'm laying back, getting ready for my full body exam to make sure I don't have the old skin cancer.
And this is a dermatologist.
Yeah.
All right. So you're just getting the skin examined, no probings.
And then there's a Spanish lady in there too, taking notes. And I'm like, oh boy, I gotta impress the Spanish lady, if you know what I mean. They've seen some hogs.
Oh, she's Spanish?
Not the doctor. Of course not the doctor. What?
You know that they're both ladies?
Yeah.
The Spanish woman and the doctor. Yeah. You know they talk about every guy when they walk out. And sometimes they turn and go, did you see that one? Oh, God, it was like a baby. So they must. And then, did you see? Oh.
Honest to God, I'm filling up slightly at the thought of that.
Dude, it was...
Wow.
Him, I mean.
Oh, okay. Nude on the table.
So I got my schmuck on, and she starts from my toes, and she's got a little magnifying glass out.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
That's not a good sign when they get up to midway, and she's still got the magnifying glass.
She tries to burn it like an ant.
And pair of tweezers.
And if you do go for a full body exam at a dermatologist / skin doctor, be prepared to hear what's wrong with your entire body.
Oh, really?
It gives them carte blanche to just talk about every little weird thing on your body. She starts with my toes. She goes, I see that you got athlete's foot on 3 out of the 10 toes.
Ew.
I'm like, I didn't come here for this. I'm an athlete, and I have to do the Desinex from time to time. Yes.
Oof.
I see you got some ingrown... She's working up my body. Some ingrown hairs.
Ingrown hairs?
Ooh, you're a bit pimply on your calves. And she's just announcing everything on my body. I'm like, hey...
take your clothes off.
Yeah, exactly.
You have pimply calves?
That one...
Who has that?
No, that one I made up. But because I'm trying to remember. But, I don't know.
No, she's
whatever.
Just
ingrown
looking
hairs.
at anything.
Yeah. She did say the ingrown hair. She did say the athlete's foot. And she did say, like, some pimples.
I'm a human being. Jesus.
I'm like, enough. I don't care about that stuff. Do I have skin cancer or not? And then she's working up my body and the conversation. She was an athlete. I was an athlete growing up, blah, blah, blah. Then she's Grand Canyon pictures in the office. So we're talking about the Grand Canyon. And it's just back and forth conversation as she's moving up my body. I have no clue that, in all honesty, that I'm getting the you-know-what checked.
Well, you think she's just going to skip it?
I'm assuming, yeah. Because most people don't have their... You know what? Out in the sun.
Impervious?
Right.
Did she get close, though? Like when you examine something with a magnifying glass, you lean right in and look at it.
Yeah, you got to look.
I'm proud to say she didn't need the magnifying glass.
Did she have a big magnifying glass? When she got up to that portion of your body, she should have put on the big Sherlock Holmes hat and the pipe. Just as a goof.
You know what I would have done? I would, like, you know how you flex a little bit, you clench your butt cheeks? I would have done that and just hit the back of her, hit her chin. While she was together. Clench, slip. Please stop that, sir. I'm working.
Leave a greasy spot on the magnifying glass.
Yeah, like when the Discovery Channel is filming a camel and it kisses the lens.
Oops. Sorry, you might want to Windex that.
So she's working her way up and telling me what's wrong with everything on my body, this, whatever. So, and we're just having small talk about sports and the Grand Canyon. It's just, the conversation's flowing back and forth.
Yeah, nice.
A little give and take, blah, 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 blah.
Makes it more comfortable.
I'm asking questions. I've been in the sun my whole life, blah, blah, blah. So I'm getting some info. We're talking about the Grand Canyon. We're talking about sports. And next thing, you know, she opens up the smock around the waist. And now I'm like, that's exactly what I did. I just stopped talking.
You stopped talking in mid-conversation about the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
You know, me and my brother went there and went down and we...
That's exactly what I'm saying, too. And in mid-conversation about taking actually a helicopter tour, you know, across the Grand Canyon or into the middle of the Grand Canyon, I just stopped talking. She stopped talking. I'm like, I turned back to being like 14 years old.
This is a bit awkward.
Spanish lady continues taking notes, and I'm just like, and then she covered up the area, and then we went right back to talking about the Grand Canyon and sports.
Oh. Did she make a noise, though? Like that? I'm thinking if she was a smart doctor, as soon as you did that, she would have went, and then told you needed another exam, and you would have been back in 2 weeks, and she could have hit you twice for the same money.
I'll tell you, it was the first time I had no problem paying for an exam. I was like, hey, this is something that I could get used to.
That's some ingrown hairs, and you seem to have athletes also. I do.
And I'm proud to say that well, the girlfriend's not going to want to hear this, but I was presenting nicely.
Oh, that's good.
It was warm in the room.
Yeah, and I discussed this in the office.
Yep.
There's two presenting nicely.
Yeah.
There's one where, God, how can we say this without getting jumped out?
The one I was talking about is when you're on the brink. A part of you is on the brink, where if it was any more toward where you're ready,
right? It would look
it would be obvious that something was going on,
and you would be looked at as like a perv or something like.
Obviously something's going on down there.
Yeah,
but when you're just on the fence there, it just looks natural and great.
It's just a good presentation.
Right, nice presentation.
That's all.
Once it reaches a certain angle of trajectory, then there's a problem.
Because then she's looking at you like, you creep, this is getting you whatever.
You can't have that thing going more than, I'd say, probably 190 degrees out from your body. About 190 degrees would probably be good. Any higher than that, and now there's a problem.
It wasn't even that. It was just a good presentation.
You don't want to go over 270. Then there's definitely a problem. 270 is pup tent.
There's nothing more embarrassing when, you know, you get in that area checked and you have no presentation.
And when you're at 350, 350 degrees, now there's a big problem, especially if your doctor is a sir.
Yeah, then where that chin gets tapped.
Right.
But then you get the ew from the doc. So yeah, but in mid conversation, I didn't know that was happening, and I just froze, stopped talking. She stopped talking, and you just hear the other lady just still writing her notes.
Yeah.
And then she moved on, did my entire body, and no skin cancer for the Opster. Opster. Or no pre-skin cancer. But I look like a dartboard today,
But obviously something was done, because you have a bunch of those little round, I cut myself shaving Band-Aids on.
I looked it up this morning, and I see all these things on it, and he goes, I'm okay. And I'm thinking, well, that's nice. Are we okay? What is that?
I just had some moly moles removed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get those on. Is it going to make...
That's a precautionary.
Is it going to make shaving easier?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I won't be cutting any moles anytime soon.
Ow.
Yeah. No, it was more to, whatever.
Yeah, you just...
they didn't have to come off, but I'm like, hey,
You're in there.
While I'm here.
While you're there, give me, cut the moles off and a happy ending.
Yeah, give me a trim.
About a duck.
Is this a mole right here?
Oh, boy.
That doesn't...
Oh, that isn't...
Yeah.
Wow.
I would...
Yeah, that's probably...
I would have that checked out.
Oh, boy.
Oh, wow.
Oh, boy.
I got little birthmarks on me.
Oh,
no,
no.
that's not a birthmark.
No, I have little ones.
Oh, boy.
Kenny, what do you think? Club Soda Kenny, everybody. People like hearing his voice.
I know one of the first rules is symmetry. If the mole or beauty mark, as you want to call it, has a symmetrical roundness to it, odds are it's going to be okay. If it's this odd-shaped blotch thing, run. Run, don't walk.
Oh, I have little cute ones.
Yeah, they're very becoming on you.
All right.
Way to phrase it.
Yeah. So,
wait, what is that?
Ooh, that should be a circle.
Yeah, I know it should be.
That's a little oblong.
It is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Looks like what's on the side of Mr. Burns' head in The Simpsons.
You got a liver spot on your bicep.
It's raised. It's on the back.
Ooh. Oh, no.
Oh, wow. I'd get that checked.
It's raised. I should.
Just lop the arm off.
Honestly, that's why I thank Tom. I got peace of mind. Got checked out.
Yeah, at least you got peace of mind. At least you got peace of mind with your body. Now, what about our jobs?
Oh, yeah, good point. True.
That's why I thank Tom. You're fired. Great, but my skin is fantastic.
And it was nice to be in a doctor's office and not minding having that area or any of the uncomfortable areas checked out.
Yeah, it's all external.
It was a pleasant surprise.
Good. Just your shell.
All right, we got to take a break, sure. All right, we'll get into what's going on in America next. We got to talk about this Fort Dix thing.
Hey,
what happened?
Language. They're going to dump out.
No, it's a place.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I thought you meant a place where a lot of men go and are happy.
Yes, it's where McGreevy is a commander.
And we're hoping... And we're hoping that they don't take Anthony away mid-show here.
Yes, I'm going to have to shave.
Because if you got the front page of probably any paper in America today, wow. I would say 4 out of the 6 look like our pal Anthony.
It's a composite photo of me.
Yeah. All right, it's Opie and Anthony.
It's Whip 'em Out Wednesday.
Opie and Anthony just got me wild. I just got wild!
We tell you how to get a wow sticker, but we can't plug the website.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Pay close attention to today's lesson. Our neighborhood friend, Mr. Pete, is going to expand our minds, hearts, and an 18-year-old girl's asshole. Today's boner is brought to you by Round Butt Sluts number 3. That's it for today's boner. And if you like boners, check out pornotube.com.
Opie and Anthony, little Jimmy Norton. Lots going on today. It's Whip 'em Out Wednesday. We'll get into that a little later. Also, tickets for the O&A Traveling Virus Comedy Tour. Take it away, little Jimmy Norton.
Well, we have the Traveling Virus Comedy Tour. Ticketmaster.com with a bunch of dates on sale now. The Jones Beach Amp, which is in Wanta, June 16th. Mohegan Sun Arena in Uncasville.
I've never been to the Mohegan Sun.
I haven't either.
I can't wait to go up there and check that place out and do the show up there.
That's June the 30th.
Yeah.
The Tweeter Center in Massachusetts, July the 21st. 2 days after my birthday. Should be like a big party.
Hey!
The DTE Pavilion in Detroit, August 4th. Nissan Pavilion in Virginia, August 18th. PNC in Holmdel, August 25th. And September 15th is the Tweeter Center in Camden. That's the Philadelphia market. And that's September 15th.
And we still have a wait and see with the Buffalo market, which pisses me off. I really want to take this tour to Buffalo. We'll draw from Cleveland, Rochester, and Canada. A lot of the Canadians would come down for a Buffalo comedy show. But it's wait and see still, unfortunately.
The Buffalo people very satisfied with the program.
They really are. Thank you, Buffalo. Thank you, Shred and Reagan. They've really helped put us over in Buffalo, and I really appreciate that. My old friend Shred. from Shred and Reagan. Phone number 1-866-313-FREE. What else is going on? Oh, we were just talking about, like, getting checked for skin cancer and moly moles and all that. And someone on the instant feedback said, you guys realize what you just did. You had your entire listening audience start looking at their moles on their body, and now everyone is paranoid out there. Like, what does this one look like?
Panicking.
Panicky Pete's now.
Oh, no.
And then it reminded us that we should bring back What the Hell Is That?
Yeah, we used to do that. What the hell is that? We had people come in, and then were they actually doctors?
Yeah.
What the hell were they?
No.
Yeah, they were doctors.
It was a doctor from that old show, Temptation Island. And she was a doctor, and we built this. Excuse me, I keep burping here. What is that?
Oh no!
And we built a bit around her because she was very hot and she was a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't know what to talk to her about, so we came up with What the Hell Is That? And then other local doctors jumped on board. So we had a team of 3 or 4 doctors, and then the listeners just kind of walked off the street with some things they wanted checked out.
Yeah, what the hell is that?
And it worked out great for everybody. One guy was would only sweat on one side of his face
when he ate hot wings.
Yeah, we had some great ones. Man.
So we went over next door. There was a Hooters, and we got some hot wings, and he was eating them. And lo and behold, there it was. Half his body started sweating.
Yeah, so we want to bring back What the Hell Is That? So we need some doctors. We got to talk to the lawyers, obviously, to keep it fair for everybody. Because I don't know. I guess
why.
The doctors can
See
get
what
sued.
else they say.
So you'd probably have to fill out a release or something saying, look, this is one doctor's opinion.
It's not a diagnosis.
You should probably go to your real doctor. And we want to keep it fun, by the way.
Yeah.
Like with dumb, silly things that you want to check out. Remember the one guy he's probably blind now. Why am I laughing?
Oh, no.
Remember his cornea was rotting away?
Yeah, he had some kind of rotting cornea thing.
I think he did check in with us and go, yeah, I'm blind now in that one eye.
Great.
But it was thanks to you guys, I did go to a real doctor and get this checked out. And maybe I think it might have saved his other cornea. I don't know. We kind of saved lives with this bit.
Yeah, we wanted some fun things, though. Where
Yeah.
people had, they were weirdly double jointed and just really odd things.
Just weird things that you always wondered about.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot all the ones that came in that day, but it was a very, very
That's because it was
entertaining show.
overshadowed by Cancer Mouth.
Yeah. And Cancer Mouth, it worked out in his favor. That's why, if you're going to do this bit with us, we highly recommend you go to your real doctor, because we're just trying to have a little fun with this. And maybe it'll bring some weird things to people's, what am I trying to say?
Like an awareness.
An awareness of some strange things out there.
What they got.
But Cancer Guy, we had all these people set up. We've told the story a bunch, but we'll tell real fast. We had a bunch of people that were set up to come in to have weird things checked out. And all of a sudden, we thought we were done with the bit, and this guy's just at the studio door. I'm like, who are you, man? He's like, I'm a big fan of the show, and I was listening to this, and I decided to just come off the street. I'm like, all right, come on in. And I got this white thing in my mouth, right?
Yeah, it was
on
like
tongue?
a bump on his gum.
On his gum, right.
Oh, Jesus. There's pictures of it.
Yeah, there's pictures.
E-Rock's pulled up pictures of it.
I don't really see the bump. But the guy was, listening to the show, and it hit a nerve with him. And he comes in, and he goes, I got this white bump on my gums, or my gum, and can I have this checked out?
Uh-huh.
And the doctors hover above this dude. Really cool guy.
Yeah, they had
Good
gloves
fan of the
on.
show.
They had their surgical gloves on, and they're feeling around in there, and they felt the bump. They all kind of looked around and felt the bump, and then they looked at each other and were kind of panicky-faced.
Well, one guy, I thought he decided he just wanted to, have fun with the song YMCA, but he only would make the big C.
The big C, a letter with his hands.
The listener wasn't looking in this guy's direction, but the doctor was getting our attention by making the big C that you would do if you were drunk enough to do the YMCA.
Uh-huh.
Or if you were a female doctor and you saw you this week.
Someone said the Spanish lady's eyes went flying out of her head like an old cartoon.
Oh, boing.
So the guy makes the big C, and another doctor taps out. He's like, look, I came for fun. I'm out. I don't even want to say what it is.
Because I don't want to diagnose
because I don't want to get
this.
sued.
Yeah.
And we'll never forget the listener. He's like, oh, God, just tell me what it is. Tell me what I can do. Just in a complete panic. End of funny bit. The start of something very serious. And we're like trying to calm the guy down. And wow, I'm looking at a picture of a doctor who was willing to continue checking the guy out. Look at his eyes just bugging out of his head like, that's not
he's
good.
a little... Well, in the long run, it did turn out, though, that he went to see his own doctor, and it wasn't the big C.
But that day, there was definitely panic.
Oh, yeah.
In this guy's head and panic in the room in general.
See, but we put his mind at ease. He went to the doctor and had it checked out, and everything was fine.
And it turned out it was fine. And that was the reason, by the way, that little Jimmy Norton decided to stop smoking.
That was
on the
day
spot.
of my last cigarette. I had one more Parliament, and that was the end of it.
So we did good with
Parliament.
with our radio show.
I smoked Parliament.
I like the hard filter tip. Then you chew it and go,
we have to do that again.
All right, so what the hell is that? Part two. Part due. Well, how about we set a date and just get it done? We'll have a date by tomorrow. And then you guys call in, and we'll invite you down to the studio. We'll get some. We got to get the doctors. Well, you'll have to sign some crap because, this is more for just more for fun, and you should definitely get it checked out by your real doctor. But we could have an interesting little day with this, okay?
Yeah, because that's where they would be like, hey, this doctor said I had this.
All right.
What are you doing? So, of course, the lawyers will jump in.
What the hell is that? Part two coming to the Opie and Anthony show very, very soon. All right. So what's going on with this Fort Dix thing? I got to tell you, when I
Fort Dix.
When I heard the news that 6 of these guys were attempting a terrorist attack on Fort Dix, and I try to be informed for this radio show. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as I saw the story on the news, I'm like, I ain't reading this. They actually are trying a terrorist attack at Fort Dix, and they thought they could get away with this.
Yeah, a few guys,
I used to go there as a kid. My father was there for many, many years.
Really?
Was he?
Oh, yeah. Fort Dix in Jersey.
Yeah?
Yeah, he was a command sergeant major, so he was always going down there, and we would go down there and shop at the PX.
You'd shop at the PX?
Yeah, they would more than me. I'd go out once in a while. But
Did you get a little soldier uniform when you were a kid?
No.
No pictures of you in a little soldier uniform?
There's Fort Dix and Fort Monmouth.
That would be adorable.
It would have been. I did. I put on like a little Marine outfit. And they'd make me take questionable photographs. Traded with like-minded gentlemen.
Hey, we got doctors that want to be part of this already. Jessica.
Oh, look at that.
Hold on. Jessica.
Oh, no, I didn't want to be on the air.
Oh, why? Oh,
Oops.
no. All right.
All right, hold on. Maybe we didn't ruin it. Talk to Jessica. She wants to be part of this.
And that's something. Just calls a radio show, and she don't want to be on the air.
We can solve this. She'll be another name when she does the show. Just talk to Jessica.
Yeah.
She wants to be part of this.
You're Betty.
She wants to be the doctor. One of the doctors.
Is she a doctor, though, or is she just a kook?
Who cares? It'll sound like she's a doctor.
Yeah, we don't care.
We're that damn good.
Why would we care?
Fort Dix, how serious was this, Anthony?
Well,
I did read about it a little.
The FBI and Homeland Security making a pretty big deal out of this because, there was obviously a threat. But the more I read about this, the more you see these guys are a bunch of clowns.
But they all look like you.
Well, Jesus, thank you, Opie.
All of them.
I was saying that anytime a terrorist turns up on the front page, I realize I have to shave because it's just the worst. I know there's just going to be, like, I'm a combination of, here on the cover of the Daily News, number 6.
Okay.
I got a little bit of number 4 and some of number 1.
Some of
you put them all together, and you have Anthony.
And some of number 3's grays.
You have number 4's nose.
A little bit number 4. Yeah.
4's nose?
Yeah.
I'd say so.
And then,
yeah.
What the hell you want from me? I'm Italian, not a terrorist.
Well, can I ask you something? Because people that do look like you.
Oh, yes.
And they go through airports and stuff, and they get pulled aside.
Yeah.
Does that make you mad or what?
I'm going to knock wood. Because I don't get pulled aside. It makes me really mad, especially when we were leaving to go somewhere. Forgot where it was, but we walked past security, and there was a family.
Vegas.
Yeah.
When we went out there for the O&A Traveling Virus Comedy Tour, I forgot about this. We haven't even talked about this yet.
Everyone just goes through security and takes your shoes off, takes your laptop out of the bag, does everything. Everyone knows the whole drill down at the airport. But occasionally they pull people aside to do a better inspection. They open the bags, they check them with the wand. Random check. And I was livid. I get done, I'm putting my shoes on.
We were stupefied.
And I look over, and here is the premier American family. This was the whitest, most like typical old type of what the hell kind of painting am I thinking of?
Not old. It was like
Norman Rockwell.
Norman Rockwell painting family.
Not old. The mom and the
no, it was just like that old vision of what the 50s American family is like. The Cleavers.
Let's put it this way: Madison Avenue. If they have a product to sell America, they would pick this family every single time. The parents in their very early 40s.
Yep.
The kid was like 16.
Yeah. Just white as snow. They were all just typical, like, wasp-looking.
See, and I think they should check other people just because I think the terrorists are getting a little smarter. They're not going to try the same old game.
Yeah.
But even I was like, all right,
That's a waste of time and resources.
This is ridiculous.
Or an old lady when they check it, just so certain people don't feel bad when they get stopped.
Yeah.
I forgot about this, man. And then the family was in kind of a panic mood, and it was a major hassle for them. And I'm sitting there like, what are you doing?
Like, why are they checking
just going
that family?
They're obviously, you can even tell where they were probably going to Disney.
Going to Disney or something.
It was how American they were.
It was like, it's why are you checking that? Like, I wouldn't care if they pulled me aside and wanded me. That's fine, whatever.
So you don't care is what I'm getting at.
No, I don't care because it's, that's part of the security thing. But at least make an effort at really looking at who you might suspect as being a bad guy.
Right.
That's all.
Right.
That's all. That family had no business being wanded down and double checked.
By the way, I just flew in from a Caribbean island.
Your arm's killing you?
No. The next terrorist attack is gonna start from one of those countries.
You think so?
Oh my God, the security is ridiculous. I'm like, that's the lady protecting New York?
That's it, right?
Oh wow.
That's where they're coming from?
Wow.
Well,
you don't have to take your shoes off, laptop out of the book bag. I asked her, she's like, nah. Everything was
Always got to take it out.
They took my liquid away. That was it. I'm like, woo. That's what's going to happen. It's going to start in one of these small Caribbean freaking islands. That's where it's going to come from. Wow, I was nervous. I'm like, this is what's protecting the next terrorist attack here in New York City?
Great.
You got to be kidding me. But anyway, Fort Dix.
Yeah, Fort Dix. I got 5 of these guys plotting a 6th charge with aiding and abetting. They were going to kill U.S. soldiers at Fort Dix right there in Jersey. They'd been planning this for quite some time. Had an agent infiltrate the group, which is nice that's being done. He had been in the group for about a year, and they have all kinds of recordings of these guys talking, and they haven't connected them with any international terrorist group, but they are definitely from other countries. Some of them illegal, some of them American citizens, but all, again, Islamic,
of course,
fanatics. The video that they have depicts 10 young men who appear to be in their early 20s shooting assault weapons at a firing range in militia-like style while calling for jihad and shouting Allah Akbar. Did you get a new catchphrase?
Is it true they picked Fort Dix because it was easy to get in? Is that how could Fort Dix be easy to get in?
One of these guys was a pizza delivery guy at Fort Dix, so they said he knew the place like the back of his hand.
Okay,
he knows the entire place. So apparently, he said Fort Dix was easy to get into. And
you would think you would leave the pizza with the guard at the front gate.
Yeah.
And
they're not going to let...
and then have some system from there.
Let a guy that might be profiled or should be profiled into Fort Dix. But they let him in, and apparently he drew plans of the place, and they had planned on getting some automatic weapons, maybe some RPGs, running in there, a quick hit, killing a bunch of soldiers, and then leaving.
Mm-hmm.
They actually wanted to get out alive. It wasn't going to be a suicide mission or anything. These guys kind of didn't want to make the full commitment.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah.
You got to commit.
They thought they were going to invade a fort.
Yeah, okay.
With 6 guys and get out alive. Good luck.
And people wouldn't know what to do at first at Fort Dix because I guarantee you they would have thought it was a drill or some sort of an exercise at first. I mean, for the first minute you would have heard shots. And you see that, you would have thought, this is not happening
It's
here.
one of those situations, Jim's right here. It's one of those situations where even at a military a fort in the United States, people would get flustered and confused quickly before they wrap their minds around and go, oh my God, we're under some kind of attack.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're in Jersey, for the love of God. You're not thinking you're going to get an RPG attack on you.
You hear how they got caught?
Well, these guys...
I got the clip. It's pretty funny. You want me to just play it?
Yeah, let's hear this.
The 17-month-long investigation that foiled the plot began when the suspects gave a videotape that they wanted made into a DVD to a clerk at a local photo shop.
Dude, that is classic.
Do you understand? Got caught by some dude.
Some dude at a photo mat.
They got caught basically by like Napoleon Dynamite. Huh? Randall, of course.
Yeah, Randall.
That's a better. Yeah,
it's
Randall,
like when you wanted to copy your terrorism video at the photo mat.
Right.
Happy Scrappy Hero Pup. Shoot up Fort Dix.
I have a Photoshop.
That local store clerk, having viewed the video of these people in military garb yelling out jihadist statements and shooting semi-automatic weapons, brought his attention to the fact that there could be a problem.
Wow.
A group that was forming a platoon to take on an army. They identified their target, they did their reconnaissance, they had maps, and they were in the process of buying weapons.
Do you know, I own a DVD burner. So if I want to tape the Comedy Cellar sometimes, I'll just take the tape and burn it to DVD, and then I have it.
Yeah.
This is a terrorism video, and you're bringing it to the photo mat, you
These
dummies.
Geniuses went to a photo place to get this transferred. Not only that, they apparently had been practicing at a firing range where police officers also kind of train with their weapons. So there's some cops and FBI agents watching like 6 Arab guys with AK-47s blasting off some rounds. That might kind of raise a red flag. That might make you look and go, I wonder what these guys are up to. Just another bunch of characters.
And did you hear about the Poconos?
What about the Poconos?
That was their lair.
Their lair.
You need
Mount
a lair.
They're sitting there plotting in a giant bubbly champagne glass. Yes, that is right, Ahmed. We will take down Fort Dix. More bubbles.
That's right. But first, let's go see Rich Voss. He's performing tonight.
Speaking of bombs,
they're trying to talk. They're talking to their head guy.
Yeah.
Yes, we will need money for weapons. We need AK-47s, and we need some type of vibrating bed just burned down. Wait a minute.
In the heart-shaped pool.
They had a house in the Poconos. Jesus, when you're thinking terrorist attack, planning one, you got to do it in the Poconos.
The Poconos, all right.
For the rest of America, I'm sure you have it in your area. It's the cheap honeymoon. With the
beautiful Mount Airy Lodge used to be up there, and those places. Caesars.
All right, hey,
lovers only.
Let's go to Rayanne and she's on the LIE cell phone. Rayanne, what's up?
Yeah, I just want to tell a story of what happened. We actually got frisked at an airport with our 2-year-old about 5 years ago, a couple years after 9/11.
Yeah, they don't have that figured out. That's just a waste of time.
It's about not offending people. It's about not wanting people to feel singled out. And look, you have to look at white people too, just because of people like Chechens. I mean, a lot of people don't look Arabic or what you typically think of as Muslims. So you got to look at different people, but when you see like an old Chinese lady getting frisked, or
the All-American Family,
you just know. You just know. Come on.
What's the All-American Family, Opie? That's what you're going to hear.
Everybody knows, though. They say that's semantics. They all know.
It's that 50s Beaver Cleaver, Ward Cleaver, that type of family, when they walk up.
You know what? All kidding aside, you just know when you see, like, I don't care what color. Any color, you just look and go, please, they're not the problem.
Yeah, if the Huxtables were walking through security, let him go.
If you stop black guy at security and he goes, why? Because I'm black. Let him go. He's an American.
He is an American.
He is not a terrorist.
Yeah. So they checked the 2-year-old. How do they check the 2-year-old?
Well, you have
Actually, they wanted him. They told him to put his arms out, and they wanted him. They took us all to the side, took our shoes off, lifting all of our shoes, and did the wand on all 3 of us.
Wow. That is ridiculous. All right, Rayanne, thank you. Hey, we got Dr. Mike on the line. He was one of the original doctors from What the Hell Is That? Dr. Mike, it's been a while.
What's up, boys? How you doing?
I'm glad you're still listening to the show. It's nice to hear from the old people.
Of course.
What's going on?
Nothing much, man. Love to come up and do it again. It was a blast.
Are you still a doctor?
Of course.
or are you finally a doctor now?
I was a doctor then. I was already an associate professor of medicine back then.
Do you remember some of the weird things you saw that day? I'm trying to remember.
There was the guy who sweated on behalf of his face. He had Horner's syndrome.
What did wait. What did he have?
It's called Horner's syndrome.
Okay.
It's you end up having a lesion in one of the nerves in your neck that affects those the parasympathetic nerves in your face.
But you can live with that, right?
Oh, yeah, that's nothing.
Did they fix it?
He got it he was in some kind of motorcycle accident where he ended up getting it. There was the guy who was going to, there was Twatto, and the guy who's going to...
By the way, can I tell you something about Sandy Kane? She's part of that Phil Spector trial that's going on.
Is she?
Yeah, because Sandy Kane has been doing our show for years, and she's out of her mind. She's like an old,
vaudeville stripper,
burlesque. And she's been doing our show for years, and she has something called Twat. I'll just keep it at that there, Dr. Mike. And she called our show. I don't even know if we had this on the air or not. I'm not positive. But she has a story where Phil Spector had a gun to her head.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that story.
And she is a witness in the trial. And the wacky, crazy Sandy Kane that we all know and love, she's out of her mind, got downright serious about the Phil Spector thing. It's like, oh yeah, I had an incident with this guy, and I got to I'm going to be one of the witnesses.
But Phil Spector was probably pointing a gun, saying, "Put your clothes on and get out."
Yeah. But anyway,
I'd love to hear some of the testimony on that one.
Yeah.
So, what date did he hold the gun to your head? And what type of gun was it? That's all Sandy Kane noises.
These are the Sandy Kane noises.
She makes noises. I have an entire...
I don't believe it.
That was a great moment. Yeah. Remember this one?
I don't believe it.
What? No, that's not the one.
That...
I don't believe it.
Yeah, that is one. This is when she was being checked, I believe, by somebody.
I don't believe it.
And
that's not the one. That might be one of the ones.
They were applying Preparation H.
But that's not the one.
That's one of them.
That's one of them, but it's not the one that...
Ow.
No.
Is that it?
Oh, ow.
No.
Ow.
That's the one.
Okay, that's one.
That's the one.
I don't believe it.
She was talking in the middle of her exam. Let's just put it that way.
She was talking as the, the Preparation H.
Yeah.
Was being applied.
Yeah.
And the guy that was applying it, we kind of coached him.
Well, he wanted
to maybe be a little more. Yeah, we wanted him to be a little more aggressive with the application. Yeah. So she was talking, and you could tell exactly when he applied when her voice changes.
I don't believe it.
And then this was...
Oh, okay, now I'm with you now. Finally.
That was like, this was first contact.
Okay,
I don't believe it.
We're both right. Yeah, I forgot about that. Right.
I don't believe it.
But then this was when we
gave him further instructions.
Yeah, we just told him be very aggressive. Yeah. And here's what the sound she made.
Ow!
And then she'll just make noises out of nowhere like that.
Right? I don't believe it. Ow! Ooh. Ow! So ow!
So ow!
Ow! Ow! Oh, no, really. Ow. Oh.
She's part of that trial, huh?
Is she out there?
Hey, I'm abroad, but, you know.
I'm abroad.
Wow.
Supposedly. In the pre-trial and all, whatever it's called there, yeah.
Can we get her on the phone? That'd be very
I would love to talk to her.
I'd love for her to, like, say things she shouldn't say and then get arrested.
Oh, yeah, that'd be wonderful. Great. Dr. Mike, so you want in for What the Hell Is That?
Oh, most definitely.
All right, cool. Hold on the line. We'll get your info, see where you're at. And
got it.
we're going to bring What the Hell Is That back to the program in the very near future, within a week, maybe 2 weeks.
Who's the guy that brought us? There was a guy, I don't know if it was Dr. Mike or somebody else, that brought us a cancerous breast. A girl that died of breast cancer or whatever, they brought one up.
Oh, I forgot about that.
It was one of the worst things I've ever seen, but you got to touch the actual tumor.
Dr. Mike, was that you?
No.
No, that wasn't me.
All right,
I think that might have been a guy who wasn't a doctor yet or something, but he...
God, what that was.
It was awful.
All right, we got to take a break, and we'll continue with other things that...
Is that what she did?
What?
Wow.
Sandy Kane?
Well, what happened?
She apparently gave some blank to Phil Spector at gunpoint when she was 21.
Where are you getting that info? Are you crazy?
You making that up?
Oh, you got the actual story?
Yeah, I got it right here.
Okay.
Oh.
I don't have one.
Her name's not Sandy Kane, though. This is how it was reported? Los Angeles sheriff's officers want to question a New York woman who claims record producer Phil Spector once forced her at gunpoint to perform. Cops believe that testimony from topless dancer Sandy Kane may help the prosecution claim that Spector killed actress Lena Clarkson last February, Yeah, you got to think they went, oh, great. We thought we had a star witness, and we got this thing.
If Phil sees her on the stand, he will confess rather than face the embarrassment that, yes, I did that.
Kane says Spector invited her, this is her words, her into his limo, along with sibling performers Nino Tempo and April Stevens. Comic Kenny Kramer, who inspired Michael Richards' character on Seinfeld, was also in the car at the time. He recalls that on the way to the Brazier restaurant, Spector showed us his gun. Kane says Spector later invited her up to his suite in Central Park South Hotel. He started chasing me around the room, says Sandy Kane. Finally, he held me down and started kissing me. He reeked of alcohol. He asked me to give him, I said, I don't do that. That's when he pulled the gun out and said, you better.
You better.
I said, hey, relax, Phil. I love you. I'm a big fan. He put the gun away. I did what he wanted.
Ow.
When your life is in danger, you do what you have to. I left immediately afterward. I didn't go to the police because I was scared. I was a topless dancer. I felt they would blame me. Spector, 63, was charged last month with blah, 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 blah. Has spoken to, a detective spoke with Sandy Kane, asked her if others have made similar allegations. All right, whatever.
Some fan she is.
I like this. We did get some information, but I can't get into it.
Okay.
He probably can't figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah,
he's handing out flyers to her stupid shows.
Oh, she's the worst.
They're still trying to translate it.
What does that mean?
Oh!
And they're trying to translate
That's my favorite
that.
one. Oh! 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 Oh!
All right. So there you go. We got to take a break.
Right.
And, David Hasselhoff remixes. They're slowly but surely coming in. We got another one to play today. We'll do that next. It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
I love showing my to introverted fat guys.
Whip 'em out Wednesday.
Whip 'em out Wednesday.
Hear what everyone else is talking about. O&A, uncut and live, continuing the show on XM Satellite Radio, starting at 9 a.m. Eastern. Visit xmradio.com to subscribe.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show. The virus is spreading. Opie and Anthony!
It's the Opie and Anthony Show. Someone reminded us we should play the Drew Boogie Sandy Kane remix real fast. Not a bad idea. He took all those noises that we were playing before the break. You know.
Yeah.
And he remixed it into a fine song that kind of makes sense. Something maybe Phil Spector would have wanted to produce.
Maybe.
Really quickly, here's Drew Boogie, the Sandy Kane remix. The one, the only, Sandy Kane.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, joining Sandy Kane, Mr. James Brown!
I don't play it. Eat a bucket. Eat a bucket. I don't play it. I don't play it. Play it. Sit in the cake. Drink a 6-pack, turn off the lights, and smoke some crack. I'm beautiful. You're a filthy whore!
I forgot it ended like that.
I like that. There you go. The Sandy Kane remix on the Opie and Anthony show.
I bump into her in comedy clubs. She walks up to me, and all of a sudden, like, you don't even see her, and then you just hear, Jimmy. Hey, man.
Why hasn't she been on the show lately? Let's get her in.
Gotta drag her in here.
Get her in tomorrow.
Drag that carcass in here.
If Steve's listening, get Sandy Kane on the show either tomorrow or Friday.
I'm sorry.
Go. No.
Phil Spector did a great song with Ike and with Tina Turner, where he kind of took her away from Ike and did that River Deep, Mountain High, and Tina catch a savage beating for that one.
Boy, did she.
That was a big song for her.
Like, damn, that's good anime, and then fist to the jaw time.
Yep.
Whammo.
I think that every time I hear that song, that she got beaten badly for this one.
Yeah.
It was worth it. What a song.
In other news,
you like that one?
Yeah.
In other news, American Idol was on last night and no one cared.
What was that? What show?
Exactly. Whatever.
Is that still on?
Oh,
wow. What have you ever seen a show drop off in interest?
It's weird though,
with the speed that this did.
Well, Sanjaya gave the show massive ratings because he was such a freak.
Yep.
And then they did that charity thing that raised a ridiculous amount of money, so that kept the ratings high. The ratings are still high, but it has nothing to do with the actual contestants. They're doing all these side things to make sure the ratings stay up there.
Not only that, the ratings can be as high as they are, whatever. There's no buzz about this one.
No.
Like, no one's talking about American Idol like they did with any other season, even the other boring seasons.
Right.
No one's talking about it. No one cares.
Nah.
Yeah, they got some weird press with Simon rolling his stupid eyes over Virginia Tech.
Yeah, it's like anything except the fact that it's a singing contest. That's what they got press on.
Well, they're pretty smart, the producers of that show. They know how to create a buzz but with a show that doesn't have the greatest talent. Last year's talent blows away this year's talent.
Are they going to be able to now maybe next season find a better crop of singers with more personality?
They better.
Or that show's really going to be hurting.
Yeah. Well, that's going on, whatever. They're down in, the Final Four. And then,
are they? I didn't even know how many left.
You were the one who turned me on to American Idol. You don't even watch it anymore.
They lost me.
You were the one. I was like, why are you watching that? Can you say the word anymore? Why are you watching that dumb show? And then I got hooked myself, and now I'm like just playing it out.
Now I'm done with it, though.
I was in the airport, and I bought a People magazine because it had American Idol people on it, and it was like all American Idol, like what's happened to this one and that one, and I'm like, I'm not getting this, and then I heard that one had like cysts removed, and I'm like,
all right, now I need it.
Yeah, I was like a fat girl buying the American Idol special and perusing it on the aircraft.
A couple of whores came out of American Idol, too.
Ooh.
There were a couple that
there's always
pictures.
There's always a whore,
the
too.
pictures on the internet and things like that. And,
how great is Chris Daughtry, though? Have you heard any of his music?
Yeah, a little bit.
He is unbelievable.
He's got a good voice.
He has an amazing voice, and I sit there, I listen to the songs when I'm, spinning around the old radio dial and stuff. And I'm like, why wasn't this guy around in 99 to 2002-ish?
Because he was 8.
And he's still selling records like crazy. But man, does he have a sound that has kind of passed us by, sort of?
Like Stephen Carr from Foundry.
Oh, he was great.
That song Pendulum, when he sings that.
I
love it.
Really good.
But Daughtry's stuff is still really good, but it's kind of He's going to have a problem, I think, if he continues forward, unless he changes a little bit.
What, is he like Pearl Jam type stuff?
Oh, you got a little?
More like...
play a little.
I have no idea what he sounds like.
All right, here you go. Chris Daughtry. Chris Daughtry, yeah. What song is this? What? What song is this? What I want?
Son.
This isn't even a hit.
No, I'm sorry. Let me find the hit.
No, there was a picture of a nude man, and Steve happened to say this.
Boy,
what I want.
Thanks for the help. That's not even the hit. What I want.
Give us the hit.
I'm coming home, and what was the other one before that? What?
It's not over.
Yeah.
I'm coming home. He's not doing it.
Sounds like...
Oh, wow, this sounds like 1990.
That's what I'm saying.
A million bands I've heard. All those voices.
But his vocals are amazing. Sounds like Live.
Yeah.
Fuel. Nickelback. Actually better than all those guys that sang for those bands. This is something we would have played at the old joint in Boston, man.
Definitely.
And it would have been just beyond massive.
Mid-90s, this would be gigantic.
But still selling records. I'm not taking anything away from the guy.
They'd have been like Pearl Jam huge.
You know how many of these guys, it was funny, I don't remember what any of them did, I really didn't know who they were, but it's just funny watching them. A married woman, like people from season 1 or season 2, they're like, is releasing an album soon? Shut up.
Soon.
Yeah, it's always good. Wait till 6 years after the heat dies. Right? You don't want to capitalize on that rocket ship. You wait till it goes away and then release one quietly through an independent label.
I'm happy. I didn't even think you had anything on American Idol, but you do.
Dude, I talk for hours about American Idol.
There you go.
Simon, and the other guy goes dog.
You're not known for your pop culture is all I'm saying, but it was nice to see a little riff on American Idol. It was very good.
My pop culture skills have gone way up.
All right, very good.
All she watches are those stupid MTV shows.
Oh, really?
She's the worst.
What show does she watch?
Anything retarded on
Charm
MTV.
School?
I'm sure
with
she knows it.
Fat Monique?
Sweet 16?
Well, she's seen the one with the bus, the dating one, where you send somebody out.
Oh, that one.
That thing stinks. What is it called?
Next.
Yeah.
Way to go.
Next.
Thanks.
Fan.
You'll love it. No, my favorite's Sweet 16. There's nothing better than watching these spoiled little bitches.
Oh, man, do I get mad at the TV.
Make their parents act like children to just fawn over these spoiled little bitches.
They should do the follow-up shows on Sweet 16 because the parents baby these kids to the point these kids have no clue what the real world's about, and they truly think they're going to be the next singing sensation. They're a fat mess taking dance lessons
saw that.
and vocal lessons, and she doesn't have what it takes inside her to work hard because she doesn't understand that concept. So she just kind of maybe does 20 minutes in the studio with a vocal coach, and she really thinks she's going to be like the next Britney Spears.
She's in front of her friends.
And you're staring at the TV like, how delusional is this girl?
She looks into the camera and goes, let me tell you, Beyonce's got nothing on me.
Right.
And then she hits the stage, literally, and is just like this massive fat butt.
And bounces across the stage.
Bounce. Yeah, she's bounce.
Do we have any... Hawk's looking it up right now. Do we have any vocals from this? I've never seen the show.
16. It's so funny. These delusional little bitches.
They really got to do the follow-up shows on that one, man.
They get on, and the biggest moment of their life is this stupid 16th birthday party. And they're crying over things, and they're yelling at their parents who are just buying them Mercedes Benzes, and then they're like, this is going to be the biggest night ever in my life, and you're ruining it, and this will be a party that everyone's going to remember forever, and go to work.
Shut up. Those kids deserve a party like that, and they're right to want it a certain way. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, I'll tell you what there's nothing wrong with. There were 2 or 3 where the girls wanted to be like models. And they put them in swimsuits and threw them on the beach and took pictures of them.
Oh, yeah.
Now that's good. 16-year-old girl photo shoot in bikinis on MTV.
Always good.
But they also, MTV is pretty smart. They know, whatever talent this Sweet 16 is claiming to have.
Yeah.
MTV exploits it knowing how awful they really are.
We're all just going to sit, watch, and go, oh, shut up.
Right.
You suck.
Anyway, so what show does she watch, Jimmy?
Anything on MTV, like anything that she like, America's Top Model, all these little pop culture.
America's Next Top Model, I love for the simple fact that Tyra is so full of herself. We talk about this on the show from time to time, and when she kicks off the girl, now they're all supermodels in training, right?
Supposedly.
Well, you know, the crop they get every year, they're all beautiful. To me, like, I could see any one of them in a magazine, whatever, okay? And then they kick them off one by one. And Tyra actually stands on a box, so she's way taller than these supermodels that you would imagine are at least 5'10" to 6'1" to begin with. And they have to look way up at Tyra as Tyra, like, just kind of browbeats them.
She's important.
Browbeats the hell out of them and then goes, all right, you're safe. And literally talks down to the girls.
You are not taking my advice. I like when she yells at them. I've given you an opportunity, and you're wasting it.
Oh, where's that clip? That clip is
where she's yelling at that one contestant and crying.
We have the Tyra crying.
Love it.
She's talking about how serious modeling is.
Look at Iraq.
If you can find that, whatever.
Iraq sweats when things like this come up. It's like, oh, no, if I don't find it, oh, my God, I gotta find it. Oh, jeez. You got it? Oh, Iraq.
Is it 2 minutes?
If you don't cut it down, you're fired.
It might be worth it. Let's just start in this is Tyra browbeating a model that she doesn't think is trying hard enough. And stupid me, I'm like, how do you try harder to be a model? You either have it or don't, right?
Yeah.
Just make sure you don't eat sushi with a lot of soy before your photo shoot so you don't have a bloated face.
You're not bloated.
And make sure you smile. What else could there possibly be to this?
Wait, soy is fattening or the salt?
It's not. There's so much salt in there, and it makes you look bloated, Jimmy. You retain
kind of water thing.
Oh, I eat a lot of sushi.
It makes your moles look a little bigger, and they get more raised up on your body.
When I eat sushi and swallow, I notice my mole pulses. Pulsing mole.
So here's Tyra, just thinking this girl is not taking it serious enough.
Yeah.
Like, well, taking what?
Can you guys stand in front of me? I just want to say one more thing to you. Rebecca, I admire your emotion right now. It shows to me that this was something that's very important to you. Tiffany, I'm extremely disappointed in you.
Here we go. For what?
It's a joke to you.
Ominous music.
You've been through anger management. You've been through your grandmother getting her lights turned off to buy you a swimsuit for this competition. And you go over there and you joke and you laugh. This is serious to these girls. And this should be serious to you.
Looks can be deceiving. I'm hurt. I am. But I can't change it, Tyra. I've been...
Yes, you can.
No,
you can't change what?
I'm sick of crying about stuff that I cannot change. I'm sick of being disappointed. I'm sick of all of it. I'm not.
Thank you. Sick of being disappointed,
yes,
Tiffany.
Obviously, I am.
No, you're not. If you were sick of being disappointed, you would stand up and you would take control of your destiny. Do you know that you had a possibility to win? Do you know that all of America is rooting for you? Do you know that?
Here we go.
You come in here and you treat this like a joke. You come here and look at that and say, I can't read that. You read 10 times better than half of those girls over there.
Ooh, she's a good reader.
And you come in here with a defeatist attitude. I don't have a bad attitude. Maybe I am angry inside. I've been through stuff, so I'm angry. Yes, but this is not, be quiet.
But everybody
be quiet. That's what is wrong with you. But you're not. Stop it.
It's a modeling show.
Never in my life yelled at a girl like this. When my mother yelled at this, it's because she loves me. I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you? Learn something from this. You go to bed at night, you lay there, and you take responsibility for yourself. Because nobody's going to take responsibility for you. You roll in your eyes and you act like this because you've heard it all before. You've heard it all before. You don't know where the hell I come from. You have no idea what I've been through. But I'm not a victim. I grow from it and I learn. Take responsibility for yourself.
Oh, where did you come from, Tyra? What tough streets did Tyra come from?
Tyra's a dope.
Every modeling show all you should be able to film is girls. You should film their hindquarters and like their hands as they hold the toilet and make themselves throw up. You bunch of dummies on magazine covers.
All right.
Oh, that's a good one.
We're just babbling.
Jesus, that clip is great.
Fine. I love that clip. Hasselhoff remixes. So Danny started this bit. Thank you, Danny. And we're hoping the listeners send in a few remixes. Maybe some of them are good enough to play on the show. But Danny took Alec Baldwin.
Yep.
That fine audio. And took the David Hasselhoff drunk audio that is making its way around the internet. And he came up with this. Alec Baldwin talking to David Hasselhoff. And then we got a new one today, if you heard this yesterday.
Hey, I want to tell you something, okay? Because, again, it's 10:30
here in New York on a Wednesday, and once again, I made an ass of myself trying to get to a phone to call you at a specific time.
Who said?
When the time comes for me to make the phone call, I stop whatever I'm doing, and I go and I make that phone call.
You don't good enough life.
I want you to know something, okay? I'm tired of playing this game with you.
I'll have you.
You have insulted me for the last time.
No, I don't.
You have humiliated me for the last time with this phone.
I'm going to stop. I'll be fine.
And when I come out there next week, I'm going to fly out there for the day. Just to straighten you out.
This is a mess.
I'm going to let you know just how disappointed in you I am and how angry I am with you that you've done this to me again.
I'm bullshit.
I am going to get on a plane and I'm going to come out there for the day and I'm going to straighten your ass out when I see you. Do you understand me? So you better be ready Friday the 20th to meet with me about what a rude little pig you really are.
I love you, alive.
You are a rude, thoughtless little pig, okay?
What?
What? That makes me love Alec Baldwin.
Really?
Despite his dumb politics, that makes me like him a lot.
Because he's human?
A lot of people hate him for that.
Oh,
yeah.
Great. I hate his daughter for that. I know I know I'm not looking at it right.
I think, I think he's secretly talking to his wife there.
Of course he is.
Through his daughter.
But I love the way he goes, an ass. That could be the best saying of that word I've ever heard.
And then
using his acting chops.
Brand new David Hasselhoff remix came in. It's Chuck in New Jersey. It's a quickie. Please send yours into Danny at foundrymusic.com. FOUNDRY music.com. Okay? That's Danny's email address. All right, here's the latest one that came in.
Are you all right? I took the liberty of scanning your vital signs. Your blood pressure is 190 over 120 and your pulse is 104.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
If I may be so bold, what on earth were you doing down there?
This is a mess.
I beg your pardon.
I'm going to stop.
It's a quickie, but not bad.
That's good. Got a little kit in there.
Yeah, sure. There's
Michael.
Chuck in Jersey.
Good job, Chuck.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll continue. Hopefully we could get to this. Experts say 40 to 50-year-olds need... What do they need, Jimmy?
Tickets for Caroline's tomorrow through Sunday.
Oh, you suck.
Oh, you had to know that one was being thrown out.
Oh, do you suck. Thank you. That was a softball. I actually put a little pine tar on before I swung.
Experts say 40 to 50-year-olds need what? Not Jim Norton tickets for Caroline's this weekend.
Wait. 40 to 50, men or women, or it doesn't say?
Huh?
Men or women, or it doesn't say?
Both. Both sexes.
40 to 50-year-olds need home invasions.
That sounds very dangerous.
No.
You'll find out after the break.
More black friends.
It's Opie and Anthony.
It's Whip 'em Out Wednesday.
I just got wild. I got wild.
Hot damn, I just got wild.
Oh, thank God for Opie and Anthony. Thank you, Opie and Anthony.
Get a wow sticker, get flashed, get happy. Details on... God forbid we mention a website.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
The virus is spreading.
Get infected.
Opie and Anthony!
Hey, I want to thank the women on Pal Talk for the nice displays this morning on this Whip 'em Out Wednesday. WOW is alive and well on Pal Talk every Wednesday, that's for sure. And a thank you to the ladies out there flashing when they see the WOW stickers and the WOW signs on the cars. Mm-hmm. And the WOW sticker also supports the Opie and Anthony Show.
Yeah, just throw it on your vehicle.
And to the Poland Springs driver, look, dude, I was excited. I saw your WOW stickers. I just wanted to say, hey, thanks for supporting the show. Gives me the finger.
Really?
I just want to say, cool, man. Thanks for having a WOW sticker on your truck.
One of the girls on Pal Talk is wowing right now.
Oh, my God.
That would be still smoking.
No, there's another one then. Deliver us from Eva also.
E-Rock, open that other one.
Wait. I got to get that other one opened.
Well, I missed the other one. I saw that one, but I didn't see the other one.
I'm looking at Robert Mapplethorpe's screen over here. You want to open the other one?
There we go. Okay, now I got two open.
I want wow.
Lovely.
Wow. We're getting wowed right here in the studio. Just looking at cameras.
What's better than
girls at home?
Yeah, the Pal Talk cameras. Huh?
What's better than... I love a large areola. It's the sexiest thing.
You like that?
It's very sexy.
On a man?
No. On a gentleman.
All right, there you go. So, WOW is alive and well on Pal Talk especially. Thank you, ladies.
I love the future.
Thank you. It gets us through the 5 hours of radio we do a day.
Did you ever think you'd just be able to look at naked girls at their houses any time of the day through this magic of computer? When they talked about computers in the old days, remember watching like movies in school? You watch movies about the computer and how it will help us in the future. And they never brought up the fact that you will be able to watch nude women at their homes from the comfort of your own home or workplace. Never once did they mention that. It was always some kind of obscure thing that would never really apply to you. Like someday a computer will run your toaster.
Like landing a spaceship?
Yeah. Or even the stuff that they said for your house, like the house of the future, a kitchen run by computer. And it's like...
we'll get to all that stuff eventually.
Yeah,
There's too many boobs to check out.
But we have to see nude women.
Yeah.
That's what the computer's for. We were never told that.
All right.
Still smoking his nice bosom.
You like that, do you, Jim?
A little teeny waist and just giant... invasive, luxurious.
Invasive.
Those really are.
There is what would be dubbed a landing strip right between the two of those right there.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. Like, I bet that's highly requested of her.
Absolutely.
During some amorous moments in the sack.
Absolutely.
Can I just please do that thing where I need to use two of my hands?
The end of here's how you say it. The end of every one of her sexual experiences is with, all right, close your eyes.
God. Close your eyes.
Close your eyes.
Yeah.
All right.
That's it.
Barry Bonds hit another homer. He's up to 745, 10 away from Hank Aaron. How do you feel about Barry Bonds beating Hank Aaron's home run record there, Jimmy?
I would prefer Hank to keep it just because he's Hank Aaron.
Because he had a pot belly.
Yeah.
I want my home run leader to have a pot belly.
Big pot belly.
But I've changed my tune with Barry Bonds. You know, everyone talks about the steroids and stuff, and as the years go on here, it's getting more and more obvious that a lot of guys were doing a lot of things in the Barry Bonds era. So,
yeah,
whatever. But it was great to see Hammer and Hank waddling around the bases for his last homer with a pot belly.
He was awful. He looked like a tall Gary Coleman when he hit that last homer. Stupid nut. Looked like Babe Ruth, all fat. I love messes like that.
Yeah.
Barry Bonds, man, is all medical and you know, and
Hammer
training and
Hank said that he's not going to be there when Barry Bonds sets the record. And the commissioner of baseball has been quoted saying that he doesn't know where he's going to be.
I don't know. I might be around, I might not.
I'm sure he has to be there, but he's kind of showing people like, not really approving of all these allegations. So,
well, that's what it is. There's so many allegations against him about this steroid use, and so they're kind of like, so what? He hits him. You know?
Well, man, the story's coming out every other week about another guy that was doing it and this and that. So it's like, it seems like a lot of guys. I don't want to say everybody, but
a lot of guys in that locker room just hitting each other with that needle.
Yeah. I think it should be legal.
Pull your pants down.
It should be legal.
Really?
Well, yeah, because batters today have to face a lot of, like years ago, you didn't have lefty specialists coming in. I mean, so it is kind of harder as a batter now than it used to be, because, again, as great as Ty Cobb was,
look, man,
they didn't have to face, a guy coming in just to pitch to a lefty in the 8th inning who was rested.
Well, then the pitchers get better, but then the hitters are going to have to just get better also.
No, as a spectator to sports, I don't give a crap what these guys do on the field.
You don't
as
care?
Long as it makes the game better, man. I don't care.
These monsters up there just smacking a home run every pitch.
But what about the chill? I don't care when I'm paying my $100 for a seat at a game. I don't care. I want to see.
True.
I want to see monster home runs. I want to see ridiculous things.
You do kind of go to see those big moments.
And there was a comedian, he made the observation that, can you imagine, like, if you took all the drugs away from our rock stars, what crap we'd be listening to?
Yeah, for them it's fine.
If you're a rock star,
their work.
It's pretty much encouraged, right?
Yeah.
Or used to be. You got all these new bands that they're vegetarians and drinking stupid water from water bottles backstage.
Back on the dope.
Fiji bottles.
Yeah, but, back in our day.
Even the old days where Ozzy is just vomiting or biting the head off an animal and laughing.
Face down on the floor 10 seconds before showtime.
Drunk. He slept through a show on time. He did wrong hotel room he walked into. Just a drunk.
And Kurt Schilling is he's getting a little press up there in Boston today. He did an interview, and this is what he had to say about Bonds. He admitted he used steroids. There's no gray area. He admitted cheating on his wife, cheating on taxes, and cheating on the game. One problem with Schilling's rant, Bonds never has actually acknowledged steroid use.
Oh, yeah?
That didn't stop Schilling from also telling this station, Hank Aaron not being there, the commissioner not knowing where he's going to be, it's sad. I don't care if he's black, green, purple, or yellow, or whatever. It's just unfortunate there's good people and bad people. So he's
calling him a bad person.
He's really not for Barry Bonds setting the record.
No one likes him. I mean, that's the problem. Nobody likes the guy. I mean, he's a great player. He's one of the best ever, but you can't take that away from him. But no one likes him.
Opie was saying in the office that he hopes someone coughs up just a ball right to his head. Just pitch a ball straight at his head. Jesus.
Why not? Make it interesting.
Then again,
but I honestly, like I said, I changed my tune. I don't care anymore. There was a time, but he did it with steroids, and now it's, everyone is admitting, not everyone, I don't want to say that, but a lot of people are admitting that that's what was going on throughout his whole career.
You got to love the fact that he hates the sports writers. Have always had a weird relationship with him. I kind of like the fact that he blows them off because they write differently about the guys that are nice to him. They always hated Eddie Murray from the Orioles, who's a Hall of Famer, 500 home run guy. You know, I mean, if you're not polite to them, they bash you. So they're douchey too.
Hey, and speaking of baseball.
Yes.
This happened while we were on break, and I want to bring it up. It's old news, but it's still important to mention. To all the women out there, you have no idea.
You're just going to stop your statement right there?
You have no idea of the
Get
power.
Us in trouble?
The power of your.
The power of the
power that you guys have. The power.
I call it the power of the patch. That's what I like to call it.
That's right.
And Boston,
power of the yawning guppy mouth.
And Boston knows exactly what I'm about to say, I'm sure. Tom Brady. Living in New York on the off season. He's dating supermodel Giselle Bunyan.
Bunyan?
Or whatever.
Doesn't sound very hot.
Giselle
Bunyan.
Yeah, whatever.
She's DiCaprio's ex.
Yeah, she was going out with DiCaprio, right?
Yeah, well, now she's seeing Tom Brady.
Oh.
And this proves the power of the... Tom Brady was photographed wearing a Yankees hat.
A Yankees hat.
That is the power of the... Right there.
Well, she
Boston
is attractive.
Is pissed.
But they got to understand, you know. She made him do this.
Maybe he didn't want to. Maybe he wanted to blend in more in New York. Maybe because he's Tom Brady and he doesn't want to stand out in New York.
They've already photographed him a bunch of times. You know, he knew exactly what he was doing, but he doesn't care because of the power of the.
What are they going to boo him? Guys won Super Bowls to those dogs.
Dude, it's not going over well in Boston. We all know that's sacrilege. If you're, if you're playing for a Boston sports team and you're walking around with a Yankees hat, if
you're not playing for a Boston sports team, anybody with a Yankee hat gets.
But your star quarterback on the off season is, he's dating the supermodel and he's walking around with a Yankees hat on. They photographed him. That is bad.
So you're taking some heat.
But like I said, it's old news. But it just shows the power of the.
Yeah.
The power of the...
Why, she lives in New York? Yeah, is that what happens? Because she's a model.
Downtown.
The power of the cesspool with the hair hat.
Oh, my God. What is wrong with you? We need the echo if you can do the power of... We have time for this? Hopefully. Okay, really fast. So experts say 40 to 50-year-olds need a sex ed refresher course.
No, they don't.
They don't. Are you kidding me?
The power of the filet mignon dropped on the barbershop floor.
The power of LaMotta's mouth after the Ray Robinson fight with a mustache.
Can I get the echo? I'm going to do this. We should do this right. And what do I do? This? Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Oh, wait.
The power of the shotgun blast to Burt Reynolds' chest.
Tim, we need echo because we're doing the power. Here comes Tim. That button, and then that. That's what I thought. Oh, here we go. Yeah.
The power.
Oh, wait, use your voice, Jimmy. We're in echo mode.
The power.
No, the power.
The power of the hairy brain remover.
The power of Albert Einstein with a hatchet wound to the scalp.
The power of the almost armpit.
The power of a gopher that's been slit up the belly. It's very powerful. The power of Fidel Castro after root canal.
The power of a baby seal with an M80 blown off in him.
Bert from Philly. The power of the only reason I talk to you. Redding from Whackbag. The power of the exploding cartoon cigar.
The power of the cancer-removed voice box.
The power of the folded steakum.
The power of Mr. Edmouth chewing Hubba Bubba.
Hey, don't forget, registration is taking place in the House of Blues themed poker room at the Showboat from now until May 18th. Day of event registration will take place in New Orleans Ballroom beginning at 9 a.m. Spots are limited, so register early. We're talking about the Opie and Anthony poker tournament that's happening a week from this Saturday.
Yes.
Also an official after party at Club Worship in the House of Blues at 10 p.m. Must be 21 years of age or older to participate. All details on the upcoming poker tournament can be found at ondapoker.com. We're spending the weekend in Atlantic City with our listeners. Hard to talk like this, with this echo.
With the echo.
All right. The power.
I like that. I think we got the point.
Yeah, I think
across.
So. Yeah. Right. That's how we end. Power.
Yeah.
The power.
Opie and Anthony Show. Continuing momentarily on XM Satellite Radio. Thank you.
That's how we end, I guess.
Bye.
I thought we'd have a nice big out, but today we have nothing.
Really good.
What the power?
What do we got?
That was the show, and, we're around later.
I like it.
See you over at XM. If not, have a great day.
I will. Do you? Whip 'em Out Wednesday.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Sorry. Here we are. Opie and Anthony on XM Satellite Radio. Bill Burr has joined the program.
What's going on?
He's you're playing Seattle?
Seattle. Giggles in Seattle.
Was that where you just were, Jimmy?
That gig was have you ever done it? It's great, dude.
Oh, it's a great gig?
Yeah, you probably do BJ's show if he's in, who's a friend of Opie's actually, who is fucking great, dude.
BJ supports you guys, supports
I think
the
that
show.
guy might have
He's great.
contacted me.
Yeah, do his show.
Oh, good. Do his show. You'll have a great time.
So many of them come out for
and
that
fuck
show.
us. He'll sell all your tickets for you.
It was amazing how many tickets that guy
He's
sold.
huge in Seattle.
Yeah, he was a really cool guy too. It was a very fun gig. The owner's a psychopath, but
Yeah.
it was a fun gig. Cool.
It's funny. That's exactly what I heard.
Yeah, he's nuts.
He's a psychopath, really?
He's a total kook.
Now this is Jim Norton talking. Bill doesn't,
I already fucked myself.
I'm trying to keep you out of it.
And I'm like,
oh no, he'll admit
I just forgot I haven't done the gig yet. I'm like, oh yeah, that's what I heard. I'm like, oh shit, I haven't gone there yet.
His name is Terry, and he just does everything himself.
Why is he a psycho, though?
Because he handles it's all cash. You know, I think he just is afraid of being ripped off, or he doesn't want to pay the credit card. I don't know if he's just a chiseler.
I heard he was a swell guy. That's what I heard.
He was
Are there
nice.
chiselers anymore?
Yeah, he's a pinch penny.
I don't think there's chiselers anymore.
I go to a restaurant, it's cash only. It's like,
What are you
that's a
doing?
pain in the ass.
It's the 90s.
Especially for like a restaurant.
Oh, gas station's the same thing.
Cash only?
Yeah, I've been to a couple
A lot
of
of
those.
cash onlys now?
Oh, that's going
I haven't
At least where I'm doing gigs.
I have not spoken to a gas station savage in years. I just slide that card myself, glug, glug, glug.
I don't.
$100 later, my Escalade is half a tank full, and I'm off.
Off and running.
I don't have to deal with them. I hate that.
I don't like doing it myself with the thing because I have contacts, so I'm always touching my eyes, and I don't want gas on my hands.
You got to be very ginger with the gas pump thing.
You still get gas on your hands.
You got to use it for no.
Should have, because people touch the gas, they touch the handle, then you touch the handle.
I don't.
How do you not? What are you, magic?
No, I just you pick it up. You only use a couple of fingers. You don't pick it up and let the gas slobber all over the place.
I do. Just let it fly around a little bit.
Pump it out like jizz.
I squirted at my own face through a hole.
Just jerk it off.
Hey, Bill.
Yeah.
Because I know you're into the sports. We ended the last show talking about Hank Aaron. Where are you staying with the Barry Bonds setting the record? I used to care, now I don't give a shit.
I don't give a shit, but I saw ESPN do one of the most shameless, like, race baiting things I ever saw. Like, they were on there and they actually did like a poll going, 68% of white people don't want Barry Bonds to break the record, while only 15% of black people don't want to. They just totally created this thing. It's like, how are you going to play the race card when it's a black guy breaking another black guy's record?
Black guy against black guy.
Right.
Yeah.
What did it seem to say? That more black people want Bonds to break the record than white people?
It's one of those things where they didn't say anything. They just threw it out there.
Just threw a race thing out there.
It's like, I heard these guys one time when they were running for president, they would just say to... They would just say if I was running against you, I'd just have somebody call up and be like,
sorry,
just have somebody call up, people in the general area and just be like, so what would you say if you found out Anthony had an illegitimate black child?
Okay.
And I never said that you have it. You just throw it out there.
Right, you throw it out there and then get the people that would care or wouldn't care.
Yeah, so it seemed like they were just tossing that shit out there, trying to get it going, and then they can come back around the race debate.
And
everybody's talking about when Hank started.
When Hank Aaron was, surpassing Babe Ruth, then that's a poll.
He was getting death threats.
That's a great point. A black guy beating another black guy's record.
Somehow
Why would you bring race into that?
And it was white people doing it, which really just was hilarious to me because it's just like they're just trying to get controversy.
Out of shit to talk about.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. I think records are for nerds. Those are the people who like keep score during the game. Like, they go to the bathroom.
I always hated those fucking guys with the little sheets and they're filling in the numbers.
He has a 648 on base percentage.
What do you do with those when you go home, you dick? What do you got, a big file cabinet? And pull it out if you get into an argument about what happened in fucking 1972.
No, not even that. May 23rd.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. The game.
The thing with like a home run record, especially, it's we were saying it was cool because Hank Aaron did it with a pot belly. Like his last, when he beat the record, and it was barely over the fence, and then he was able to muster out a few more after that. But he was definitely at the end of his career. Barry Bonds is still hitting like 600-foot monsters. I exaggerate there.
Dude, I used to do a bit in my act. I just hope he comes up as like one big chest muscle with like a bat sticking right in his sternum. It just hits like 1,000, just so you can watch these nerds on TV going, whatever happened to the game? I just love how they whenever they talk about the history of baseball, they tell it in two different ways. They either do the Billy Crystal, the sunny one, and then my dad would take me to Yankee Stadium and we'd go see the Mets.
Stop it.
Or they show how they wouldn't let black people into baseball. So it's like both of those things were going on back then. So it was never the golden age. It's always been assholes.
Right.
And dude, you're telling me some of these guys like Babe Ruth, that guy didn't even want to do a sit-up. You're telling me if there was steroids around and he could have played another 5 years, he wouldn't have done it?
Would have been a monster, Babe Ruth fucking jacked, running around the bases without fucking being all fat.
His nose is 3 times the size it was before he started his career.
Big air scoop. That's all it's meant for, is to suck in oxygen to feed those steroid muscles.
I know. Hitting balls that would, by some guy, if it was like nowadays, he'd be working at like Home Depot.
When the older athletes are setting these records, though, they can barely even play the game anymore, and that's what makes it kind of cool. Like, he's finally going to do it, and he's all bandaged up, and he's obviously not in shape as
like Joe Namath on the Rams.
There you go, yeah. Could barely even.
That was like, what happened to Broadway Joe?
Could barely move.
His knees were just shot.
A lot Frankenstein scars.
A lot of those guys in the old days, man, even though they were great hitters, they were amazing players, but a lot of those guys, Clemens would have blown away, or guys, the strong pitchers today, the animals that are throwing balls today, a lot of those hitters would have had problems with them.
All right, I could definitely accept that. Imagine the Babe standing up against Clemens in his prime.
They would face the same hitter through a double hitter. A same pitcher would pitch a double header, and they would face the same guy through a double header. So it's like, you know how tired you are as a pitcher by the second half of a doubleheader? You're throwing 2 games in a row. Yeah, so you face Orozco in 1986 as a lefty. Yeah. And
now in a doubleheader, you could easily face 6 or 7 pitchers.
All fresh.
Right.
Speaking of that, what did you think about Clemens? Them adding Clemens?
Why let him go in the first place? And then invite him back in years later.
I think, didn't he retire? No, he retired.
He went to Houston.
He retired to Texas.
Yeah,
that's like he didn't fucking. Where'd he go?
Well, he had that special deal where he just pitched home games, didn't have to go on the road.
Yeah, he was like living in his house. Like, how great is that?
Dude, he treats baseball like some chick that has feelings for him, but he doesn't give a fuck. Like, hey, you want to suck my dick? Yeah, come on over. Cost you $28 million. I just loved how he was up in the upper deck like Christ.
Yeah.
They should have just lowered him from a helicopter with like a ring of thorns around his head.
I will be pitching. Always
like he didn't even know his teammates, really. He wasn't on the road with those guys.
And then the next day he's golfing.
Yeah, he's golfing.
Like maybe you could throw a few balls down there and train a little bit.
Yeah, the team.
He's got that double chin now that the goatee can't hide anymore.
The team's got a weekend series with the Milwaukee Brewers or some dumb team, and he's out there playing golf.
Yeah, playing golf.
Yeah. I'm not feeling Milwaukee.
Oh, wait. Yeah, he probably goes to the cool cities, though, right?
I know.
Gets to pick and choose.
He's got some broad in some penthouse. I go to Chicago.
He's gonna get some wins for the Yankees, though, that's for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
46 years old, I guess.
Dude, he's got like that Nolan Ryan, plus like he's doing, I don't know, squats with 1,000 pounds kind of gene.
Yeah. Dude, he's an animal.
Doesn't matter how old he is at this point.
The best pitcher any of us will ever see.
And I guarantee you he's going to come out, he'll suck for a start and a half. And then he's...
See, what a waste of fucking money.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, his eyebrows are going to... His eyes will be at half-mast, and he'll have that look on his face again.
Right.
He's good for about...
No, it hit the sports pages today, because, Clemens... I hate this, Mike, because I could never see Jimmy.
I'll tilt my...
Bend it up. Is the new studio going to have cooler mics? They're blowing out this whole place, and there's going to be a huge state-of-the-art studio, man.
Mics that just levitate.
Sometime in June, man.
We're getting rid of the mirrored ceiling?
Everything goes. Everything.
I always love the
robotic cameras and all sorts of stuff.
Awful.
Oh, really?
It's ridiculous what they're doing.
Oh, cool.
And this crap will go away so I can finally see Jimmy.
And you know what?
The bar gets in the way here of this microphone.
Glass. The studio's going to be glass in a way like... You see the Performance Center down there in Washington?
Yeah.
It's going to be glass wall like that.
Dude, the studio goes all the way back to our office now.
To the office?
Yep. For the people listening at home, that's easily 30 feet.
30 yards.
Easily. Maybe.
Wow.
It's all the way. Because then we could have bands perform. We're going to have a little lounge. So if we're lazy, we could just sit on couches and do our show.
It's going to be insane.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing.
That place in D.C. was unbelievable.
Yeah,
it's going to be a party, like a party room.
It's going to be great. It's going to be like maybe a mini version of that.
The show is going to suck ass.
Oh, yeah.
By the way. But we're going to be comfortable, and that's all that really counts.
We're going to lose the intimacy of sitting 2 feet away from each other.
Exactly. It might make yelling at each other easier.
Yeah.
You don't have to look at someone from a couple of feet away. You like goofing on guests that come in? You can be like, oh, you are just a fat fucking pig. Well, you wouldn't do that if you're 2 feet away from the person.
Snapping your finger. Hey, over here.
Hey, fatso.
Hey,
get a little fatso there.
Redding from Whackbag. I thought Redding was smarter than this. Opie, the Milwaukee Brewers are in the NL. Yankees are in the AL. When I was doing the Clemens analogy about him not having to go to Milwaukee for a weekend series, that was the deal he had with
Houston,
thank you.
Right.
I don't know what
could be the interleague.
All right, I don't know what the deal is with the Yankees, and knowing Steinbrenner, he's going to force fucking Clemens to go on the road all over the place. He's a bit harder as a boss.
For $28 million.
But speaking of Clemens, so it hit the sports pages today. Ricky Henderson, because of the Clemens deal, is like, what about me? He wants to come back.
He's 60.
They list him at 48, but I think that's...
He's not 40. His rookie card was 81. I have it.
Are you serious?
1981.
79.
Was it really?
79.
What a dummy I am. And I said that definitively. Like, I have it.
I have his rookie card.
I do have it.
1981.
And 81 would make him 48.
No, you're right, actually. You are right.
So you're thinking he might be 50?
Yeah.
He really wants to make one more comeback.
For what?
He loves the game.
He was coming back for like 4 or 5 years there. No one cared.
Take it, love it a game.
Dude, there's a guy who should have done roids. That guy was ripped anyways.
Yeah. He had to have been.
Some allegations Opie's making. Greg Opie Hughes has just made that allegation.
I said had to be.
Had to.
That's what saves me.
He's got on a lab coat. I think he knows what he's talking about.
Dr. Hughes, your findings?
I hope Roger Clemens does very well and the rest of the team stinks, except for Rivera, who I'll always love.
What about Giambi?
I love, of course, Jason I love.
I gave you a bat.
Yes, he did. Go Boston.
Hey, someone's challenging your baseball knowledge there, Jimmy.
Okay, I might have made an error. It's possible.
I don't know. We'll find out.
Which
mouse works here?
Here comes the guy who keeps score during the game.
Exactly.
Patrick Jersey, what's up?
Hey, guys, Norton, listen, what the hell are you talking about?
Pat, there's no reason to start off with that tone.
Yes, speak nicely to Jimmy.
A doubleheader to a starting pitcher pitched through 2 games. One guy pitched almost a perfect game through, 18 innings, so he almost pitched 2 games. But no one's ever pitched a doubleheader. And back then, guys, there was only 16 teams in the league, so there was a lot of very good starting pitching back then.
Yes, dude, I'm saying you're right,
pitching
dude.
Back then.
There was good. Oh my God, dude.
But a guy makes a valid point there, Jimmy.
I know there was good pitchers.
You got to give him a lot of credit for having us facts when he calls the show.
Walter
calling
Johnson,
the program.
Cy
There was a
Young.
guy back there named Dizzy Magoo. Dizzy Magoo.
The point I'm making, sir, is they did not have lefty specialists coming in, and guys did pitch doubleheaders back then.
And maybe they didn't make it all the way, but
there was no starting pitcher that ever started.
I just want to know what closing pitcher came out to end the Sandman back then. Because that's Rivera's song, and nobody else should come out to the song.
There were guys that pitched doubleheaders back then, sir. You just don't know what you're talking about.
Stop, Norton, please.
It's true.
And the top
maybe they didn't do 2 complete games, but I would imagine they would start both of the games.
I think in the dirt lot leagues. Back in the dirt lot leagues.
Cy Young.
By the big dump with the dog that eats the ball there, Mikey.
That's
hold on, Pat.
That's Sandlot.
Yeah, Sandlot.
Pat, what did you say? You just babbled through Anthony's impression. Do you
fine.
not know when Anthony's doing an impression just to relax and enjoy it?
Anthony finally did an impression.
I'm trying to.
Now you're talking over me. Explain what.
Is this what like Mike and the Mad Dog has to deal with? People that just like yelling
Cy
stats?
Young has 511 wins.
Yeah.
It's an unbreakable record. It will never be broken by
Never,
anybody.
ever, ever.
Do you understand? What? Go ahead.
Yeah, but back then you got 2 wins for each.
Do you know
complete game?
How many games you have to pitch to have 511 wins?
Yes, Norton, I do, and that's my whole point. Back then,
oh, look at Travis! He can't wait to smash somebody.
All right,
shut up!
Our own Travis is in the room, Patrick. So now you shut up and listen to this girl talk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Patrick, you could not be more wrong. I have I have
Shut up! Let him talk, you fucker!
I have 9 pages of pitchers that have pitched 2 complete games on the same day.
You don't know what you're talking about, dude, as I just told you.
I think he owes you an apology.
Let me see some of those.
He's got pages of people, dude.
I want to see somebody. Travis's facts. Factoids. Let's go back.
Williford Butter Churner.
Let's go back to Frank Owen in 1905.
What about Cecil the Cyclone Cooper?
Joe McGinnis.
What? I didn't hear
George
Travis
Mullen
speaking.
And also, the fact there were only 15 teams, the pitchers, the hitters got to know the pitchers probably a lot faster. If you ever notice, the first time through a lineup, a lot of times the pitcher does better because the hitters haven't figured him out yet. They haven't been able to watch him. You face the guy. You 15 teams. You face the guy constantly. So every point you made was wrong.
Jeff from Pittsburgh, 27 guys pitched doubleheaders.
There aren't guys like Ichigawa pitching back then because they were only the best pitchers made it.
Excuse me.
That's not true.
Excuse me, Patrick. Let me read the subject of what your comment says. No, shut up. Let me read what it says. It says, nobody ever pitched a doubleheader. That was what is written where you called. That was the point you tried to make. You're wrong.
Goodbye, Patrick. You're fired. You don't challenge a man. Thank you, Travis.
We know our baseball stats as long as Travis can print them up fast.
And also,
exactly.
How do you get just because there was only 16 teams doesn't mean you were facing the best white pitchers, but the Pedro Martinez of 19 fucking whatever was.
Who was he?
Yeah, he was still in the Dominican Republic.
Yep.
Yeah,
exactly.
Playing soccer with the tin can.
Although black pitchers have never been a tremendous... I don't know if white hitting would have been affected as much because black pitchers were never a tremendous force in baseball. Black hitting was.
If I could quote Jimmy the Greek, I would like to say the black athlete.
Oh, boy.
No, they were great pitchers, but...
Hey, I'm raising my hand because I don't want this moment to pass.
Go.
Bill from Waterford. Patrick needs to have a whole shitload of cock meat shoved in his mouth.
Who
shut
doesn't?
him up.
Exactly.
Cock meat. Nothing but cock meat.
That's right.
And really fast, Ryan from Madison, Wisconsin. Opie, the Milwaukee Brewers, some dumb team. I'm quite sure the Brewers have the best record in baseball right now.
Some dumb team.
I like that, how they're in first place through the second week in May, and that's going to wash away the last fucking 25 years of failure.
Thank you for helping me out, Bill Burr. Giggle, Seattle, all weekend.
That's right.
You help me out, I'll plug. Okay. That's how it works.
I'm going to be your best friend for the next 60 minutes.
I heard that fucking call this morning on ABC.
What?
Ben A-bomb.
I didn't hear
from A-Rod. Yeah, apparently A-Rod had another
Can we get it?
blast.
Oh, he's doing A-bomb again?
Yeah.
I guess I let him because it was offending people. And then it was Alexander the Great, but an A-bomb. Why?
He's doing an A-bomb. And the way he said it, all I can think of is Jimmy fucking wanting to bite the radio.
Man.
Like physically bite a chunk out of the radio.
Because John Sterling, when he's doing play-by-play, I love his play-by-play. And there were times when he would get excited where it was like to me legitimate. The Yankees win! Where you felt like, God damn it, that was good.
Yeah.
But when it becomes this fucking shtick, whenever there's a long vowel lead up.
It was so bad, too. The A-bomb from A-Rod that he did this morning. I cringed as I was driving in. It was so bad.
I asked for, can we have some of those calls, like, do we have any, like, recent ones? The Giambino!
He's going for catchphrases.
He really is every time. The Giambino, he calls him. Stop it. You ought to take your Jason Giambi signed bat and lay it upside his head, Jimmy.
He would call Tino Martinez Bam Tino.
Yeah.
The Bamtino.
Ugh. Hey, well, we have Bill here. It's a Boston guy, obviously.
Yes.
And we're talking about baseball. We were talking about the power of the pussy. This happened when we were on break, but I want to get your take on it. Tom Brady wearing the Yankees cap. You saw that, right?
Oh, no, you know what I thought that was? First of all, the guy is not from Massachusetts. He's won us 3 Super Bowls. He owes us nothing.
I love Bill's take.
It's a completely different sport, and then not to mention that, he's a famous guy in New York. I need a hat. I mean, isn't it really at that level? Is he really going, fuck you, Boston? You motherfuckers!
No,
just out of nowhere, he turns into this evil guy. I think it was the CIA. Just shoved something into his jugular.
I don't think he's doing that, but I don't know.
Oh, you think his girlfriend was like, I think I love you?
Well, we're saying it's the power of the pussy. He's got that hot piece of ass, and, you know...
She's from New York.
And, you know, he doesn't... Yeah.
I think it's just to fit in New York.
But fucking Billy just lays it out there. That made more sense as to why he would do that. Fuck him. He doesn't owe us anything.
He doesn't owe us anything.
No.
That guy could show up right before the game, head to toe Yankees with a Boston Sox shirt on. As long as he puts on that Patriots helmet and leads us to another title, God bless him.
I'm in the middle of my radio show.
Who's that?
Crazy Jim from the old days.
Get out of here.
Crazy Jim, everyone.
Jim.
What's up?
I'm all right.
How you been? Not you,
I'm crazy.
Jimmy.
I'm Nutty
You're
Norton.
cute, Jimmy.
Hey, but you know something? That whole Tom Brady thing, that was just another thing.
Yeah, give me a call and we'll figure it out.
I would just talk over him.
No one really gave a fuck about him. Oh, am I supposed to be listening?
No, fuck that. I mean, really, talk. Oh, because I don't know what he's talking about. Oh, what was that?
Crazy Jim wants to stop by and say hi.
Yeah, that'd be great.
He tells the greatest stories, Boston guy. Anyway, where were we? So you don't give a shit about the Tom Brady thing?
I think that was something that people in general didn't give a shit about, but they just hype it enough that... You
don't think people in Boston cared about that? If you polled, the normal Boston sports guy?
I think most people don't. What they do is they get the guy who actually gives a fuck frothing at the mouth, and then they say that's everybody in Boston. I don't give a shit.
Disrespect to Boston!
We've supported him.
I wouldn't care if he had a Jets hat on. He fucking plays for us, and he's going to kill the Jets twice this year. It's inevitable. It doesn't make a difference what kind of pajamas he's wearing.
You would just like to think that your sports hero in your town has the loyalty, the hometown loyalty.
Dude, the guy took a pay cut.
But he's probably the most loyal,
He can wear the most loyal. I don't give a shit.
No, you got a great take on it,
Yeah.
I would just think hardcore Boston fans like, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm sure there are guys.
The second they brought it up, I think then probably everybody jumped on it because, you get a lot of angry childhoods up there. Guilty as charged. And, maybe I'll take it out on Tom Brady, the guy who brought me a little bit of joy in life.
Fucking
That's the classic Boston way of going. You're on top for a couple of years, and eventually they're going to turn on you. That's just how it works. Fucking cocksuckers walking around.
Fucking Yankee.
Oh, you know what?
I supported the fucking team,
dude,
goddamn fucker.
Fucking fuck that guy, dude.
By the way, we do have to get this. Funny Bones, thank you, from PestGaming.com. You need to get Susan Wallman, the Yankee radio announcer, when she found out Clemens signed with the Yankees. She just got ridiculous.
Oh, yeah, over the top. I heard that.
Fawning and just, losing her mind.
Oh.
I don't know if we can find that, but that was a big clip. A lot of
people... She was all shaky and quivery in her vagina.
I want to hear a John Sterling call. I know we have them.
All right.
As a Red Sox fan, the scariest Yankee right now is that guy, Phillip Hughes.
Yeah?
I'm not... Yeah, he signed a 45-year-old guy.
That's Opie's, by the way, what is it, uncle's... It's like second uncle or something. What do they call that?
No, he's my cousin.
Cousin?
Yeah.
Phillip Hughes is how old?
I don't know, like 20.
He started in 1979, Jim.
He's my cousin.
I got his rookie card.
A lot of talent in the Hughes family.
Yeah.
Got Sarah Hughes.
Sarah Hughes, Olympics.
We all know what she did.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
And now we got Phillip.
Matt Hughes.
Who's he?
UFC. Was a champion.
Oh, yeah, he's my second cousin.
Yeah, I don't know many second
cousins. So.
I heard you choked him out when he was like 7.
Yeah.
And he couldn't take it, and that's why he went the martial arts route.
What can I tell you?
Tapped out. Opie called him a faggot.
He made fun of the Islanders or something like that, and you just snapped. That's what I heard.
Oh, by the way, before we take a break, you can thank me for that. I invited him up.
Hi, sir.
He's flipping the bird with both fingers.
He's our only listener. What happened?
I thought that was Dick Gregory.
I got to say something. Yeah. Before we went on our 2-week vacation, this place was filled every day.
Yep.
I don't know if people know that we're back yet.
Yeah, we're back.
We've had this guy and I think one other guy this week. That's it, to see the show live.
We had a loaded studio audience.
You want to talk to him?
Who is he?
That's Dick Gregory.
Dick Gregory.
You look like Dick Gregory.
What's your name, sir?
Is that Dred's hat?
It looks like he has been fasting, which is a big Dick Gregory.
And he's wearing a Yankee hat.
What the fuck is up?
Oh, you're from the home of shopping.
Yeah.
All right.
John Sterling call?
Yeah.
It is high. It is far. It is gone, you fucking pussy still and shut the fuck up, you know?
Wow.
I think the man made a good point.
Yes, he did. He absolutely did.
We got
this guy is one of these people who's not in that situation because of drugs or alcohol. That's what he said in a board meeting.
We're
going to increase our profits for the fourth quarter. You bunch of fucking pussies. And then he was out the door.
Out.
Just couldn't hold
You're out.
You got a little Sanjaya in you.
Yeah.
In the eyes. Sanjay from American Idol.
Fag, yeah, fucking homo.
What's your name, bro?
Charlie.
Charlie, and what, forgive me for forgetting, but, how'd you end up on the streets?
They kicked me out the fucking house. Them fucking Jew motherfuckers. Shit.
All right. Wow. What happened? You had some Jewish landlord, I guess?
Yeah.
And you wasn't paying the rent?
Yeah, the motherfucker named Adolf.
I think you got your
Did you try
ethnicities mixed up, sir.
Did you try to sit down and talk it out with them? You seem like a very reasonable human being.
I called Al Sharpton up.
He didn't do nothing for you?
He said, nigga, I can't help you today. Call back tomorrow.
Damn. He was busy. He was busy with someone with maybe a little cash, right? Doesn't want to help a homeless brother out on the street?
Fuck that James Brown hairdo hand, motherfucker.
Oh my God, this is. Just want to make it perfectly clear.
I love this guy.
This is our black friend Charlie.
I love this guy.
This is our subconscious.
Yeah. Do you have XM or just a regular radio?
I got a regular shit. 92.3. I listen to you guys.
Oh yeah.
Right. This is our
on
audience
the FM
on free
side.
FM.
I'm back from.
Huh?
Remember y'all was on 102.7? I'm back from them days.
Wow.
Hey, that's all right.
Been listening a long time. You've been on the streets for how many years?
I don't fucking know. I've lost count.
You lost count? When did the Jew kick you out of the apartment?
This is back about 96.
96?
Yeah.
And you've been on the streets since then?
Yeah.
For the most part?
Yeah.
Wow.
How do you make a living? How do you get some change for what you need?
Pick up can, mug old bitches. It doesn't matter.
Holy shit.
He's serious.
They gotta be easy pickings, right, bro?
Hey, old bitch, what's she gonna do? Chase your ass down the fucking street?
No.
What's your technique? You go with the jab or a hook?
I hooked the bitch in the fucking shit like Mike Tyson.
Did you see that video?
Holy shit.
You see the video of the mugger working over the 101-year-old?
He was a pussy. If you can't drop a 100-year-old bitch, you're a fucking punk.
That guy we were saying that. It took him like 3 fucking punches to get her on the floor.
He was pulling his punches, though.
You think he was pulling them?
Even
he knew, like, this is really bad, man.
You gotta hate your opponent. If he just couldn't make himself, he probably still smelled of cookies she just baked.
So so you clock him and then you go through that purse and they got like dirty fucking tissues in there and
you gotta catch him on the 1st of the month. Check date.
Check date.
Catch him on the 15th. You got like fucking cat food and shit in the fucking purse. Fuck that shit.
And then on the other days when you can't find any old bitches to mug, it's cans, the old staple. Isn't that hack for a homeless guy, though?
No,
that's like hack.
In a wheelchair don't matter. I don't discriminate. Fuck it.
NYU students are probably in season.
Charlie, what do you spend your money on that you collect? What do you spend your money on?
Drugs and beer and bitches.
You get hookers?
Huh?
Hookers?
Hell yeah.
Charlie,
them bitches.
You look really... Are you the homeless guy that has that sign?
Yeah.
What was the sign? You became kind of famous for your sign.
Need money for beer, drugs,
he was one of the first...
and a hooker.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was... I remember you.
He wrote that joke. Everyone
Times Square?
stole it.
Right.
Yeah.
Kind of between here and Times Square, somewhere in between, right?
Well, you know we all look alike.
No, dude, I remember you. We used to pass this guy. I'm like, fucking finally someone being honest out here.
Yeah.
And now, like, you see those signs on the internet a lot. But I remember back in the day, you were one of the first to just openly admit, I need change for hookers.
They
drugs,
ripping me off, motherfucker.
Drugs and beer.
You see these fucking white guys with a sign. Why you ain't getting no motherfucking money? Get the fuck out of here.
White guys ain't getting money, right?
No, you gotta be a nigga. You let hook a nigga up.
Oh, shit. We got a new character. It's
Oops,
been
I said nigga. Somebody called Jesse Jackson.
Uh-oh.
No,
now you've done it.
You're the right color. You're allowed to say that. Yes.
And that's
We're
something.
Not.
But white guys, yeah, when you see in what's his name spot? We haven't seen him in so long. The guy with the cake.
Oh, Andrew.
In Andrew's spot yesterday, we're walking, and I see this kid. He looks like he fucking has a grunge garage band or something. Like he looked like a 90s kind of little tuft of hair on his chin. And he's sitting there, and he wants money. And it was like, go fucking get a job.
I'm reverse racist when it comes to...
I'm totally reverse racist.
His acting,
the only way
his acting was bad.
It was really bad.
Yeah.
The only way I give to a white guy is if he looks like Boxcar Willie, like that level.
You gotta be that
got a
level.
harmonica and like the stick with the
stick
red
with
cheek.
the bandana tied on the back, and he just got off of a freight train.
Jimmy Crack Corn.
Yeah, and he's always happy and singing, right?
We like you, Charlie. You're all right, man.
He's like a 49er.
Yeah.
I'll give him money.
One more. These fucking kids out here with the candy bars and shit.
Yeah.
We need money for our soccer team.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, you can't spell soccer. Get the fuck out of here. Why don't you mug them? Grab their fucking little candy money and
take those
off.
M&Ms.
Them old stolen ass, and the guy with the flowers and shit.
Yeah.
Hey, motherfucker, get the fuck out of here.
Hey, did you have, were you married? Did you ever have kids?
Not that I know of.
Oh, good.
Nah.
Drops loads and takes off.
You getting sex out there on the street?
Yeah.
A little bit?
How old are you?
47.
You're 47.
Yeah.
So you've been out since 90s. So what happened though? How did you stop earning money to pay the Jewish landlord?
He raised the fucking rent.
And you couldn't afford it? What were you doing for a living back then?
I was painting.
You were painting?
Yeah.
You're not like artist painting, wall painting,
No,
right?
wall painting and
All
shit.
right.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you know, why hire me? You go get a fucking wetback and paying for a 6-pack of fucking beer, you know? Fuck that shit.
Wow. Man. So you couldn't get much
He's
work.
a sort of like street level, like economist.
Yeah.
Like he's just like, you know about these
He lets you know the deal street level. Fuck the skyscrapers and Wall Street and you are the street level guy.
Yeah, fuck them suit-wearing bastards. Them fucking cocksuckers.
Are you from New York?
Yes, sir.
Yep. So so after that, you didn't have enough work. You couldn't pay the rent. The Jewish landlord threw you out, and you've been on the street mugging old bitches for money, for whores, drugs, and booze. What's your favorite drug? What do you like?
I
Crack?
like some weed.
Weed? Just like weed, no crack?
That shit don't last long. Fucking 5 minutes, that's fucking it. Fuck that shit.
The guy's look, he's thrifty with his dope.
He makes a good point. He wants to buzz that last while.
5 minutes, your fucking eyes are big, you're sweating and shit, you're paranoid, looking for bugs and shit. Give me a fucking spliff. Fuck that shit.
This is a homeless. He's like a homeless Richard Pryor.
You are like, and he's totally knowledgeable with the whole situation.
Yeah, I like it.
The guy's street smart. So you get a spliff, and then what kind of beer you like?
That don't matter as long as it's fucking cold. I
That's
don't care.
it.
Shit.
A cold beer, a spliff,
Yeah.
and maybe a whore. What do you prefer, like, as far as your women go, as far as your whores go? White girl, black girl, what do you like?
I don't care. The bitch could be in a wheelchair. I don't give a fuck.
You don't
Just
care?
give me some pussy.
You just want to fuck.
This guy, in a lot of ways, is living the dream, minus the house.
Right.
But just as far as, just hang out, have a
You don't
beer,
need the house or the
smoke
picket
some weed.
fence.
You get a hooker, so you don't got to deal with the relationship.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's fucking, he's drinking, he's smoking. He doesn't have to worry about getting up for work.
No stress here.
Fuck that house. Got the A train.
A-Train's his house.
Why? The A train, you could stay on that a while when it's...
That's a long ass ride. When you get to Brooklyn, you gotta watch out. Them motherfucking niggas will rob a cockroach out there.
Oh, yeah? You're scared?
Yeah.
Tough?
You're scared of the boys up there?
Especially Howard Beach. You really gotta watch out there. They kill a nigga out there.
Oh, well, yeah, the Italians out there, you gotta watch where you get off.
I'm gonna fucking steal some Guido motherfuckers shit.
Yeah, you gotta watch them.
So in the winter, you take the A train all the way uptown and then take it all the way back down. That kills an hour or two.
That's about a 3-hour ride.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you can take a nice nap.
Oh.
Well, don't lay down on the seat.
Why not?
Because don't you get hassled for that?
Oh, fuck, what are you gonna do?
Hassled
Arrest
by the
a
man.
homeless nigga for
Hassled
sleeping?
by the
Fuck
man,
motherfucker.
right. So what do you get a lot of cops giving you shit?
You get only the rookies.
Yeah.
You know, them old shiny shoe wearing motherfuckers. You know, they gotta make a point and shit. You got an old veteran, oh fuck it. I got 8 hours. I don't give a fuck what you do. You know, fuck that shit.
God, this guy has the knowledge.
You know the shit, bro. You gotta write a book on being homeless.
We've heard that exact thing from some of our boys, our friends in blue there.
The vets don't care. They don't want to deal with petty shit like that.
Paperwork.
Yeah, paperwork and bullshit. But the new guy, the shiny shoe wearing motherfuckers.
The Dudley Do-Right, like,
Yeah.
going by the book.
I'm cleaning up this town.
You are violating code.
Right. I'm going to make a difference. This is a quality of life issue. And then give him a few years on the force. He's just like, yeah, take a hike. Get the fuck out of here.
And it's always the fucking black cops saying shit.
White cop don't say shit.
Well, to a black cop, you kind of make him look bad. That's what he's thinking.
Well,
he's like, I
him.
worked my way up. I'm a cop. I went to school, and you're a black guy and you're homeless, so it kind of makes us as a whole group look bad. That's kind of what he's thinking. I'm thinking.
Fuck him. Give me a job in a house, motherfucker. You don't like it, you know? Fuck you.
40 acres and a mule, motherfucker.
You know, the white dude, they don't give a fuck. How you doing? You all right? Yeah, okay. Go back to sleep, nigga. Fuck it. You know? Shit.
Charlie, fucking.
Oh, goddamn.
We haven't come up with someone new in a long time.
That's some insight, man.
Charlie, you come by anytime you want.
You are an insightful motherfucker.
What about the news? Anything in the news that's driving you nuts? The president, the war.
How about these old sick, these 6 guys in New Jersey?
What, you read the paper, obviously, huh?
How the fuck you want to blow an army? You know what they should have did? Let them come on the fucking base and blew their fucking ass away.
Yep.
Ah, see, because they knew what they were planning.
Yeah.
So they could have bushwhacked them.
Yeah.
When
you got
they were,
pizza? Go up that fucking street, get down here. We'll take care of your fucking ass. And blow their... Yeah, you want to see Allah? Hello, motherfucker, you know?
There's a guy up that alley that will pay for the pizza, right, Charlie?
You know?
Fuck.
There's 20 guys with night vision goggles watching this idiot with a pizza pie.
It's brilliant in its simplicity, this guy.
Oh, he's a fucking genius.
And these fucking guys go to Kinko's with their fucking videos. You stupid motherfuckers. You know?
Yeah, they apparently took this video that they had of them training with AKs and other semi-automatic weapons, yelling Allah, Allah, and death to America, and they wanted it transferred from video to DVD. They took it to Kinko's, and the guy was running it through and going, maybe this is a red flag. Maybe this is something I ought to alert the authorities about.
You know, Bin Laden's having a conversation about that in a cave right now in front of other people. See, this is the kind of shit we're talking about, okay? You have to keep it together. It's terrorists like these that are making us look stupid. You do not go to Kinko's.
Yeah, that was a dumb fucking move. But, yeah, thank God, right?
And you know what? That guy running for president, the black guy, what's his name? Obama?
Yeah. Obama.
He better change his fucking name. I know that. the fucking
like
George Johnson or some fucking body.
George
Ain't nobody gonna vote for that motherfucker, Obama. Get the fuck out of here.
They do get confused, though. Some of the news reporters have said Osama.
Yeah.
And his middle name is Hussein.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, that's another batting 1,000 there.
It's amazing he's in it.
Last name's Hitler.
Yeah, right. Your middle name, Mussolini.
Mussolini, Hitler, Stalin.
Get your cell phone number.
That's your cell?
Huh?
That your cell phone?
What does the homeless guy go do with a fucking cell phone?
I was going to say, Jimmy, what the fuck are you talking about?
Around his neck, looks like a cell phone.
It's a radio.
It's a radio.
Right. It's a cell phone.
If I get his cell phone, I stole it, motherfucker.
Well, Charlie knows where we are. You come by when you have to talk and rant, all right?
I got a good rant.
Yeah, you certainly do.
This fucking Roger Clemens guy.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Yankee fan.
This guy's 45 years old.
Or 6.
But he says, I gotta take a month. He gotta get the fucking steroids back on, baby. Come on, get the fuck out of here.
You think so?
This guy is definitely reading his blankets at night, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Keeping
a blanket? I got a North Face jacket. Shit.
Yeah. Where do you get your stuff? The church?
By the blanket.
Huh?
Where do you get your clothes and shit? The church?
No, you got a store on 72nd. You go in there and fucking take anything you want out that motherfucking place. Shit. A church? I ain't gonna buy no church. It fucking kill me. You crazy?
Really?
Yeah, some of the guys hanging out by the churches are the scary ones.
Yeah, fuck that.
We got a church in my neighborhood, and the homeless guys there are the scariest ones. Absolutely, Charlie's right.
Always stay by yourself.
Yeah.
If you draw a crowd, they're gonna fuck with you.
You're a loner, huh?
You see a crowd of homeless niggas, hey, they doing something. Fuck that shit.
Guy's a lone wolf.
Yeah.
Have you been arrested?
Hell yeah.
What on what charges?
Oh, fuck. Robbery.
Mm-hmm.
One time they got him for panhandling, a motherfucker.
Panhandling?
Yeah.
That's nothing shit compared to like robbery.
Fucking freedom of speech shit, you know?
Freedom of speech. Give me your money, motherfucker.
Yeah,
Ain't freedom of speech.
If I was a goddamn motherfucker chink from over the border, it'd be okay. But you know
Jesus.
what the fuck?
This guy's more racist than anyone in the studio.
Hey, were you guilty of the robbery charge or was it bullshit?
I did it. Shit.
Wow.
You get caught.
He's admitting it.
Be a fucking man.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
How much time you get?
Huh?
How much time you get for the robbery?
About 6 years.
Wow.
What'd you rob?
You had a gun?
Yeah.
You had to have
armed
had it.
robbery.
Oh, you said armed robbery. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So you did 6 years. What would you rob? Don't tell me your gas station.
Nah.
Don't tell me you fucking robbed the gas
A gas station.
That's cheap shit.
Oh, I
What'd
caught
you
some
rob?
old fucking Jew with the big beards and the big hats and shit.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Stuck his ass up.
Oh,
Yeah.
one of the Diamond District guys?
Yeah.
What'd you get?
I got 6 years.
Holy shit. But I don't mean to laugh, but that's a great line.
God damn.
I get it. You got 6 years, you idiot. Basically calling you an idiot, too.
Oh, that's great.
Anything what happens in the joint? No one will admit to the crazy stuff in the joint.
What happens in the joint?
Yeah.
Well, if you ain't a big dude, or if you ain't crazy or funny, you're getting fucked in the ass.
That's pretty much it, huh?
It's nice to know you got 3 options.
You do.
Yeah, you got
You
got
better
3
be
chances anyway, right?
I was a funny nigga, so I was okay.
Oh, yeah, they liked you.
Oh, they love me. I keep them laughing all fucking day.
Yeah.
You ever try to do comedy in your day?
Nah.
Why not, man?
Because then they get me on stage, they be booing me and shit. I'm gonna fuck you up when you come out the door.
Yeah, don't heckle this motherfucker.
Don't heckle. I'll get you.
I'll hit you with a fucking cobblestone.
Follow your ass home.
Home invasion because of a heckling. You're tied up with your phone cord going, okay, I'm sorry. I should have chuckled.
Got to give credit to Justin in Minnesota. They want, or he wants, news from the street with Charlie from time to time. Can you do news from the street for us?
Yeah, what kind of news you want? Pick a subject.
Everything you just did today.
I'll tell you what. What's that George Bush bitch, Rice? Condoleezza Rice?
Condoleezza Rice.
Yeah. I love to fuck that bitch there. She needs a fucking man.
Yeah.
I'll fuck that bitch.
I just imagine the horror in Condoleezza Rice's face
when she realizes what's
as
going
you were
on.
just like holding her down and fucking her.
Punch her all in the fucking face. Shut up, bitch.
That's exactly what I meant.
Just, fuck it. And George Bush wife? Oh, I'll fuck that bitch to death.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. She needs a man.
You digging her?
Oh, I love
Hey,
that.
woman. Hey, woman.
I love them
I'll
old
show you
bitches.
a real man. Why don't you come by my box? I'll show you a real man.
Hey, what about the Queen? Current events. The Queen just finally went back to her dumb castle or whatever.
Fuck that bitch.
Oh boy, we lost his mic. We lost Charlie's mic.
Oh,
We lost
no.
Charlie's mic.
I can paraphrase.
And he was
Fuck
just
that
saying
bitch.
something nice about the royal family.
Fuck the Queen.
Oh.
She lost. You lost, bitch. Why you coming over here for, you horse face looking bitch?
You lost.
Fuck that, the Queen.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Charlie.
Entertain that fucking bitch for. Fuck her.
What are you pro? What are you for? You've just done
What
a
am
lot
I for?
Yeah, you're like, fuck everything. You're. What are you for? What do you advocate?
I advocate freedom. Say what you want. Do
Hey,
what
it's a
you
message.
want. Long as you ain't hurt nobody. This fucking country is turned to a bunch of pussies.
Nice.
Do what say what you want. You don't like it? Fuck you.
As long as you don't hurt nobody. This coming from the guy that pops old ladies in the head.
You know, you don't like it, bitch? Walk down another block, you know? Fuck that.
God damn.
Yeah, this is America.
It's gold.
This is America. That's the greatest way I've ever heard that expression
Yeah.
used. Because I can knock on an old lady. This is America.
This is America. Fuck that old bitch.
This is brilliant, man. Charlie, you're going to be part of the team, man.
Oh, I robbed the old bitch one time.
Yeah.
She said I only got $17. I said, okay, I'll catch you tomorrow. Have some more fucking money, bitch.
Pencil her in for tomorrow.
There's vaudeville, too.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Charlie, we're going to take a break.
All right.
You come by any time and you
Yep.
do your rants like this.
Good job, Charlie.
You know where we are. No,
Yep.
you can sit and hang.
You can hang.
All right,
Yeah,
but you come back.
O&A.
Yeah.
If you don't like O&A, you know what? Fuck you.
That's a promo.
It certainly is.
There's a bunch of new catchphrases in there. Try to find out all the catchphrases from Charlie.
These fucking guys are
Catchphrase Charlie.
Catchphrase Charlie. There you go. All right, Charlie. We're going to take a break. We'll continue. We got Bill Burr in studio. He's playing Giggles in Seattle all weekend, starting Thursday maybe? Or
Friday.
Friday, Saturday?
Friday the 11th and Saturday the 12th.
All right.
Four glorious shows.
Make sure you do BJ, Shay.
Absolutely.
BJ Shea's show, I should say.
BJ
When you
Shea's.
flying out?
Thursday afternoon.
Oh, you could probably do Friday then. All right,
Good deal.
cool.
I'm up for it.
All right, good.
It is a natural impulse to grab and squeeze the breasts. No shit.
Real soft. Almost like pudding.
Yes, a hard piece of ass.
Quite a handful. Yeah.
The nipples are so sensitive that a mere tweak between finger and thumb will give a perfectly good result.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
In case you didn't know.
We got Bill Burr in the studio. We got Charlie outside the studio. And little Jimmy Norton just bought him a burger. He's very excited.
Oh, is he eating? Of course.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, well, you know what?
Is the mic on out there just so we can hear him? Yeah. No, the regular. Charlie, say hi real fast.
Hey, how you doing?
All right, cool. We just want you to be there just in case you got something. And then Bill Burr in studio doing giggles this weekend in Seattle.
Well, Charlie wanted to come to Caroline's this weekend. I'm like, I happen to be performing there tomorrow through Sunday, so I'm like, if you want to come.
And open up. What? I'm hearing rumors Charlie's opening up for you.
That would be great. I wouldn't want to follow him, though.
No.
Start bullying me to bring him back.
And then, and now we just took a long break there to catch up a little bit, and we're watching the TV, and there's just all hell breaking loose everywhere as far as nature goes.
A lot of nature
We're
things
kind of discussing
happening.
nature because Bill Burr is really into that stuff.
Well, he reads a lot. He's very educated on the global warming thing.
Completely
and
not true. I read all of the same point of view. That's not reading. That's just moronic.
Me and Bill have butted heads a few times on this program about the whole global warming thing. And during the break, I was saying, you might have a little something to this thing.
Yeah, when tornadoes are 1.25 miles wide.
How do you, you know what, the whole tornado chasing, I think that's going to go away.
Yeah.
Because
people are just going to run away from them.
Yeah, back in the day, remember when they used to look, they would be, up top maybe they were 1 mile, but they would go down to a little shape. Now it's just like some big fat chick just coming over the horizon.
Looking for food.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do.
I watched that awful Twister last night. We were talking about it the other day too.
Oh,
the movie
sucks.
Twister.
That wasn't a coincidence, by the way.
I was talking about how horrible it was. I know, because they do that. They pop in a movie that wasn't scheduled.
Yeah, the tornadoes in the news right now. So
Twister
get
was
Twister on the TV.
And it is such a bad movie. They're all just, let's chase it, man. Extreme. Extreme, man.
And there's so many, really good actors in it.
I know.
The second they say cut, they're going paycheck.
Yeah, paycheck. That scene in the drive-in movie theater where they're getting, the readings and finding out that the weather is really bad. And one of the guys comes out and says, it's coming this way. And Bill Paxton goes, it's already here. I was like, whoa, that is some horrific fucking movie shit.
We got that clip.
I've never seen that movie.
Well,
Twister?
Doesn't at one point Philip Seymour Hoffman goes something like, we're tornado chasers.
Yeah.
It's what we do.
It's what we do. In one scene...
That was before he was Philip Seymour Hoffman, by the way.
I know.
That's when he was, hey, Phil, come on, we're shooting this.
Some actor named Phil.
In one scene...
He's embarrassed that he was in that movie now.
In one scene, the truck's flipping over and lands on its roof, and no one knows if anyone's dead. And Philip Seymour Hoffman gets out, and he's like, "Your truck turned over, man!" Yeah. And he's laughing. Meanwhile, any normal person would be, "Oh my God, are you okay? What the fuck? How are we gonna get out of here?"
Yeah, but they're extreme.
It's extreme. You see the fucking truck, man? Fucking brutal. Tornado, man! Just shut up. No one acts like that.
We got something from Oklahoma. Bastard, what's up? You're on the Opie and Anthony Show.
Hey, man. Love the show. I just want to say the tornadoes aren't near as bad as they used to be. That global warming, as far as what, the tornadoes go, in the last 5 years, there hasn't been shit.
Let me tell you something.
Tell Kansas that.
They've gotten a little better at warning people that tornadoes are coming, so you don't see as many dead people from tornadoes, but there's still just as many.
No, as far as Oklahoma and Kansas, in the last 5 years, no. Before that, like the May 3rd, 99, I was there and I lost my car because of that one, and that was the biggest one ever recorded.
Lost his car.
But what is that like? As you're just standing there holding onto an apple tree, and your
No, actually, I was parked underneath the bridge, and that was up until that day. They told people, well, you can get underneath the bridge and get.
Yeah, now they say don't do that. It's
like a wind tunnel.
Yeah.
Why?
Because of that day. Well, that day a woman and her child got underneath the bridge, and it pulled them both out and killed them both. I got lucky because I had my back to the tornado, and I had my back against the wall, and just kind of I had a vacuum created.
Ignored it.
And,
I turned my back on it and made believe it wasn't there. I played dead. They tell you to play dead if a tornado
I'm not even going to acknowledge that you're making all that noise with your wind until you can calm down.
And can they make another sound analogy aside from the freight train? It sounds like a freight train.
No, I hate that analogy, too. My analogy is get in a NASCAR, stick your head out the window at 200 miles an hour, and that's kind of what it sounds like.
I like that
Well,
one.
we all can't drive NASCAR.
Can't do
I
that
heard
either.
it sounds like you're a little ant on a soup spoon, and a mother is blowing on it to cool it.
I like that one. I'm going to start using that one. I hope the news picks up on it.
Jimmy, you're the master.
Thank you, by the way, Kyle is saying, he's from Oklahoma as well. He's on the phone with you, bastard. Kyle says 18 tornadoes last month.
This year.
Kyle.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I live in the Oklahoma Panhandle, and about a month ago, we had, in the Oklahoma and Texas Panhandles, had 18 tornadoes in one night, and about 2 weeks later had 15 or 20 more all in the same night. So
that's actually not true.
Huh?
That's not true.
Oh, absolutely true.
Oh, okay.
Well, this year has been bad. This year's been bad. There's no doubt. But there's a cycle. We go through a cycle. We'll have a year or two of a shitload of tornadoes and then nothing. And
You know what? This guy really was
that,
sounding like he was knowing what he was talking about.
A statistic coming in. There have been 211 tornadoes in May so far. It is the 9th of May. There have been 211 tornadoes.
That is deceptive because it's very common when the weather changes, which is what's happening in the Midwest. And a lot of the small tornadoes, which are unnoticeable, are classified as tornadoes. But if they don't go over a 4.7, they're not going to ever injure any type of property.
That
was great.
Season yet.
Wasn't he good?
We're not even in our tornado season yet.
No.
Exactly.
You can't hunt him
The
yet.
first guy works for a corporation. He's got a microchip in his neck. He says, everybody relax, nothing to see here.
He's an aerosol salesman.
All right, guys.
the end of May.
Chuli's gum. Buy Chuli's gum. Huh? An
The end of May
aerosol
is the end of
salesman.
The end of May is the end of tornado season. June, July, there's not very much.
No, there's
so we're getting to the end of it.
And then we get ready. And then we get ready for hurricane season. It's like, when one sport ends and the new one begins.
Yes.
We get ready for the hurricane.
Yeah, he has like the calm of a man who's spoken behind a podium for too long.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Well, I had to dig a dead guy out of my car that day, that May 3rd tornado.
That's
so
awesome.
after I've seen that, it was like no big deal. I've got a slew of pictures.
Hold on, it's not every day you get to dig up a dead guy. You can't just throw that out like
and leave us
telling
there.
what you had for breakfast.
Let's be serious for a second. Now, was he covered in something, or was the car just flipped over?
The car flipped over and his head was hanging out the sunroof.
Suck his cock.
Dead guy.
God.
So, I mean, once it's like a military guy. Once they said they shot somebody, they can deal with shooting other people. But that's why I'm so calm about it. Is because
now that you've seen somebody die, you can pull somebody else, no problem.
You pull up to the dead guy, then what happened?
I spent about an hour talking to him because I thought he was still alive. I thought maybe he was still alive.
You thought he was alive?
I couldn't see his face, but I was
shy.
I was trying to get him to talk or something. But
now he's hanging out the roof and you're talking to him. All right, we got that. And then what happened?
Am I being set up?
My question is,
dude,
my question is,
don't
listen to everything.
Don't listen to every minute of this stupid show so we can still have our fun.
Wait, this is an important question.
All right, Jimmy's got something though.
How used to boring people are you, where you could talk to someone for an hour and not realize they were dead?
Thanks, Jimmy, but no, it's
That
all
is
shock.
true. He talked to him for an hour.
He was trying out for a weekend at Bernie's 2 or something. Or did they make 2? They made 2, right?
It's called shock. I had a stick stuck in my arm.
Oh, you did?
From debris.
All right.
So, it's shock. But
What do you think you did to deserve that?
Boring.
A stick in his arm. What do you want, Jeff Dunham's puppets? Fucking beat it.
Well,
talking to a dead guy for an hour.
An hour. I can see if he said, "How are you?" and the guy didn't respond. But he's actually he kept switching subjects and trying to find a good one that the guy would respond to.
I know.
Yeah,
I don't think the Sooners are going to be good this year either.
Well, let's ask the guy. What did you
talk to the dead guy about for an hour?
no, I was in shock. I was just trying to get him to say something.
And obviously he wouldn't, but what were you asking him? What were you saying?
I was just like, I was repeating the same thing over and over again.
What was that thing?
It was like, it was just, I can't remember exactly what I said. Something like, how you say something if you're, you can hear me or move or something.
I'd love to see 58 minutes in. I am going to ask you one more time.
Yo, excuse me, sir.
Time.
Then finally, I did like.
You know what? This guy must have had a look on his face like he was about to talk, but he was just frozen in that position.
Maybe he wasn't dead. He just played dead because you were so boring.
The look on your face of fascination and actually being dead, it's a very thin line.
Maybe he was scared because there was some fucking retard with a stick in his arm talking to him.
Maybe he was. Maybe the guy was actually alive, but you were like a naughty boy asking for a hookup or something, and the guy's like, "Oh, I'll just play dead."
I'm going to play dead in my
sunroof. An hour later, he actually died.
And did you see blood or anything, or did you take his pulse? What did you do?
No, I was feeling his leg. It was still warm, but no, I didn't take a pulse or anything. I didn't climb in the car.
Why would you feel his inner thigh to see if he was still breathing?
No, his leg. His calf was hanging out the window, and his head was down underneath the sunroof.
What indicated that he wasn't living? Would it be that? The fact that he didn't talk for an hour and his calf was sticking out the window.
And his head was out the sunroof?
Yeah.
Maybe you should have realized.
And his ass cheek was out the hatchback. This guy was in pieces.
His head was down the road a spell.
When I was forearm deep into his asshole, he didn't move.
Dude, was his head could you see his head, or was it crushed by the roof?
No, he was crushed underneath it. The car was completely upside down.
Oh, so you weren't able to see his head or his face or anything?
No.
So you talked to a guy who was pancake flat for an hour before you realized that this guy was dead?
With the calf that was lukewarm still.
Would you finally put butter and syrup on him when you realized? Jesus Christ.
This guy's spirit must have been hovering over going, look at this fucking dummy talking to my body.
It's a good thing you weren't outside McDonald's. You would have sat down next to the big plastic fella with the red hair and made sure he was okay.
I gotta say, the guy's thorough, though. You're thorough.
He is thorough. An hour.
Bastard, you're thorough. There's no doubt.
One other thing he would have been laughing at his spirit hanging over there is by myself. You know how you always hear that people get super strength when they're under duress or whatever.
Yeah.
Me sitting there, him looking at me, just trying to pick up that car and push it over.
You try to pick up the car because you heard all those stories of retard strength.
Well, no, this guy actually had super strength, but the car was broken down and he pushed it over and crushed the guy's head.
Yeah. Well, I'm 6'5", 300 pounds, so I'm kind of arrogant in that way. But
the guy just thought, I swear, he thought because of the way he was positioned that he was wearing a car suit. He thought his head went through and his legs go out the window.
So what's up with that?
He's on his way to a Halloween party.
Yeah, yes. I'm dressed as a Chevy truck.
What's up with the retard strength?
Dressed as a tornado victim.
Sir, what's up with the retard strength? You get anything going on?
Yeah, did it work?
No, oh shit! I walked into that one.
Another.
No, I wouldn't say retard strength is just.
You couldn't get enough energy.
Adrenaline.
Were you at least making special needs noises like? People are trying to pick it up.
People are screaming on the instant feedback. Matt from the city. An hour? He's something. Why don't you go for fucking help, you idiot?
The guy
I didn't have a car. It destroyed my car.
He was probably alive in the beginning of it and bled to death mercifully.
Oh, God. As you're just yapping to him.
Mud.
Or the guy, he saw the hand moving, and the guy pulled a gun out of his own pocket and blew his pancake head off. I wouldn't have to hear that same question again.
He did it with a BB gun. His head was so thin.
I love you, Jimmy.
I'm only teasing you, sir. God, we're glad you survived.
Yeah, Godspeed. Godspeed.
Thank you. It's not as bad as they say it is. It's just this year, and I'm sure next year will probably be shit, too.
All right, we're going to take lemons and bore us.
And there looks like just a tiny little flood's happening in Missouri right now.
We're to take lemons and squish them flat and talk to them.
Oh, yeah, there you go. One of the Great Lakes is in Kansas right now. That's fine. I think it's okay.
Really, in Oklahoma, Kansas, and Missouri, what are we losing anyway?
Really.
I wonder how far from
Lake
the comedy club I
Missouri.
just worked at.
Lake Missouri. It's a new,
look at that.
a new lake.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that house isn't in the middle of a lake.
Honey, we got waterfront property.
Yeah.
Just like we always dreamed.
All right. Very good. Charlie, you doing all right out there? He's got a burger. When was the last time you had a burger that wasn't in a garbage pail?
I went to McDonald's. McNiggers, you know.
Oh, my God.
Is this mic on? Is this mic on?
No, we just got a studio mic right now. All right, let him eat. We'll talk to him after he eats a little bit. Hey, we found the Susan Waldman freaking out over Roger Clemens returning. Oh. Yeah, there's a little buzz on this audio. What do you got there?
Someone who knows baseball.
Dan.
Thank you all. Well, they came and got me out of Texas, and I can tell you it's a privilege to be back. I'll be talking to y'all soon.
Roger Clemens is in George's box, and Roger Clemens is coming.
All right, wait, I gotta prepare myself.
You can't just.
I had no idea it was this good.
You can't just dive into this clip and let it play.
I was faking it like I've heard this before. I haven't heard this shit.
Roger Clemens! Roger Clemens!
Oh, here's how we end the show today.
Fucking Pee Wee Herman.
Are you kidding me?
This is how you sportscast while receiving a clitoral circumcision.
I had no fucking idea she lost it like this.
Roger Clemens is in George's box, and Roger Clemens is coming back. Oh my goodness gracious! Of all the dramatic things I've ever seen, Roger Clemens standing right in George Steinbrenner's box, announcing he is back. Roger Clemens is a New York Yankee, and there we go, John. You don't have to worry about who's going to take that spot in the rotation. You should see what's going on in the Yankee dugout. Big grin on Jorge Posada's face. Andy Pettit knew. Big signs. Roger Clemens is now a Yankee. Attention, fans. He is here, and now we don't have to discuss who takes that place in the rotation.
Hey, God bless George Steinbrenner. What a way to do it, though. The Yankees had no idea? It was a surprise for everybody?
Yes.
Seems like that is great.
Oh, my God!
You can't imitate that voice.
Steps over the top rope into the squared circle.
She just fucking lost it.
This is like, a wrestling thing where the good guy becomes a heel.
Oh, like the good guy's getting the shit kicked out of him by 20 bad guys, and all of a sudden the good guys start running down the ramp.
Right.
Yeah.
One after another.
Here they come to help him out.
Yeah, well.
Roger Clemens is in George's box, and Roger Clemens is coming back. Oh my goodness gracious!
I see trees
of all the dramatic things. Of all the dramatic things I've ever seen, Roger Clemens standing
On the bus with my broadcaster.
Oh my God! Roger Clemens is in George Steinbrenner's box.
Is he?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Okay, terrific.
Okay, terrific.
Hello, Mr. Breakfast.
Gans?
Reservoir Dogs.
Oh, Reservoir Dogs. Oh, yeah.
Larry. Fucking shot.
I'm dying over here. Larry, Clemens had a kid, man. Clemens, he had a baby.
Roger Clemens is in George's box, and Roger Clemens is coming back. Oh, my goodness gracious. Of all the dramatic things...
The Yankees are going to be okay. Say the goddamn fucking word.
Clemens
You're going to be okay.
Yeah, there it is.
Hello, Larry. The Yankees got Star Clemens.
Barney from The Simpsons is coming in, too.
Barney. Barney from The Simpsons. Hey, Homer. It hurts so much, man.
Wow.
Takes a long time to die.
That is great, though. What a way to do it.
You're excited. It hurts real bad. You're going to be okay.
And Roger Clemens is coming back. Oh, my goodness gracious.
My name's Marvin Nash.
Of all the dramatic things I've ever seen, Roger Clemens standing right in George Steinbrenner's box announcing he is back. Roger Clemens is a New York Yankee. And
wait a minute, Roger Clemens is on his knees.
Who's going to take that?
He's pulling out Steinbrenner's box in the owner's box. And now he's sucking it.
In George's box.
I know. There's also coming in Grover from Sesame Street.
Hey, Kermit. Hey, Froggy baby.
Georgie baby.
What else did she say?
Don't you do it! Don't you! I got nowhere else to go! I got nowhere else to go!
I bet you do. Yeah.
I got nothing else. Yeah.
Is that me? Is that bad acting? That was
It's bad.
It's awful.
Okay. That was the second most unprofessional broadcast, right next to the guy at the Hindenburg. Oh God, I can't do this, people. I'm sorry. When you just burst into tears and can't continue. Right.
You should be fired. When you're a woman and you sound like Bobcat Goldthwait, you should be fucking booted off the air.
There wasn't that much emotion in fucking, when the towers fell.
9/11.
There wasn't people
they handle it
yelling
better.
like that. All right, it's Clemens. He's pitching for the Yankees.
Ah! And he is 46.
Exactly.
They remember Roger,
Nobby love chunk.
You can see what's going on in the Yankee dugout. Big grin on Jorge Posada's face. Andy Pettit knew. Big signs. Roger Clemens is now a Yankee. Attention fans, he is here. And now we don't have to discuss who takes that place in the rotation.
Who takes that place in the rotation?
She just lost her voice completely.
David from Manhattan, I'm picturing Steinbrenner laying back on a table, his feet in stirrups. Clemens dives headfirst into his box.
Into his box. Into his box.
Clemens is coming back. Goodness gracious.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
That was just a little over the top.
I heard about it. That's the first I'm hearing of it, man. That's great shit.
That is great. And let's go to the polar opposite of that.
How'd your parents die?
Steve's acting.
And I like the fact that she tried to report on all the excitement in the Yankee dugout. And in the Yankee dugout, there's Posada's grinning, and Pettit's not sad.
Yeah, right. She was hoping for that big jumping up and down moment.
Yeah. The reality is that you have no idea what they were laughing about.
Exactly.
They could have been in there. This is fucking ridiculous.
Exactly. Yeah. Posada could have made an Andrea Yates joke.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, imagine if he fell. Wouldn't that be hilarious? You just say something stupid. It's my Yankee joke in the dugout that really just bombed.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Motley Crew!
We interrupt this program to bring you the Ozone midget sighting of the day.
Wow.
Well, this come.
I didn't. Let's go to Lady Driver in Wyoming. Lady Driver.
Hi, how are you guys doing today?
Good evening.
I was over in Washington the other day, and this midget was in a restaurant, and I swear to God, he was at the salad bar.
Yeah.
And he walked around, and he sat down at the counter, and his feet were sticking straight out in the seat.
He was sticking straight out at a diner counter?
Yeah, and it was really bad. If he's one of those...
Oh, is that funny sounding? Just picture on a stool, and his feet are sticking straight out, the little guy.
Like a dummy.
Yeah, like fucking George.
He's a truck driver.
Oh, how does he reach the pedals?
It's Tonka.
I have no clue. I didn't talk to him.
You're not the first trucker that has spotted the midget trucker.
Midget trucker.
Oh, my God. Well, the thing about it is he looks like he is smashed. He's one of those ones, the pear body and the big pear head, upside-down pear.
Upside-down pear head. Like the Frankenstein look, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, water on the brain, Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the huge ass. Huge ass.
Yeah, they got like the big ass and then the little arms, but they're big muscles.
They look like Mary Lou Retton in a funhouse mirror.
Mary Lou Retton reference.
But yeah, it was pretty funny. I just thought I'd call you guys, and I'm punching out.
That is a good one. The image of him on the little rotating stool. You just want to spin him around like a propeller.
What do you order?
Had to be something with whipped cream and a cherry.
Yeah.
All right, Lady Driver.
Meanwhile, back at the show.
All right, and now we're looking at California wildfires burning up mountainsides.
In the middle of L.A. Today alone.
Seems to be a few issues going on.
Etna erupted.
We got a volcano.
We got floods in Missouri.
Yeah, the tornadoes.
The aftermath of the tornadoes in Kansas.
Cyclone in the Atlantic.
Southeast off, Jacksonville, something like that.
Yeah.
And now we got fires in the middle of L.A.
Fires. There's a big
Now I
flood.
wondered, is this like the new ratings thing? Now they just showing you every
this shit has been going on, but just no one covered it. Now they're covering every single one. That's what I'll say as I gas up my big SUV. I don't care.
Take out a Lamborghini and do 140.
Don't even care. Post it on my MySpace.
Quick break.
Proud.
We talked to Charlie.
Driving over Pelicans.
We do line of the day, and we get out of here.
Nice.
Phil Burr is in studio. He's doing giggles in Seattle all week. Well, Friday and Saturday night.
Yep. Friday, Saturday.
It's Whip 'em Out Wednesday.
It's not nude. It's just girls flashing guys that have WOW on their vehicle somewhere. That's the WOW campaign.
Wow.
For details on how to get your very own WOW sticker, go to opieandanthony.com.
Look at that wow, it's still happening.
Oh, it's the WOW.
It's Whip 'em Out Wednesday.
All right, get a mic on Charlie.
Attention Europe, put your dicks away.
Our new friend Charlie came up to say hi. We met him at the homeless shopping spree. No idea that he had these chops.
Oh, him? Oh, yeah, he's killing.
He's killing today. We had no idea. We met him a while ago, and he went on the homeless shopping spree. And I don't remember getting much out of him that day, but we got him a burger. Charlie?
Hey.
How you doing, bro?
Thank you, Mr. Nolan. I appreciate the burger.
Yeah, he's taking a leak. Oh, he's doing something, yeah. You like the burger?
That shit was good, man.
Where do you usually get your food? From the garbage? I mean...
None of them fucked up soup kitchens and shit.
Oh, really?
Give you a cup of coffee, a stale-ass sandwich, and say, hit the fucking road. You know?
Yeah.
Where's the closest soup kitchen from here?
69th Street and Broadway.
You know what? I don't think I've ever seen a soup kitchen. I see footage of them around the holidays.
Never see them, though.
I actually served in one for the holidays.
No, you didn't. You would never.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You would never do that. I know you.
No.
Sure would.
No. Keep trying, but no way.
Okay. I lied about the pose picture thing before.
You did what?
I made that up.
Did you?
Yeah.
Which one?
The picture was posed
in
Times Square?
Totally made it
Yeah,
up.
I thought you did. You didn't.
I agreed with them. I was like, yeah, I heard that.
Maybe it's true.
I had just heard a few years ago that they were looking for the couple, and that's all I heard. I never heard that it was staged, though.
I think we had the beginning of this conversation off the air. So
We did,
people
yeah.
don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
That's true.
Fuck
Off
the
the air,
listeners.
someone brought up the pose about Bill mentioned baby boomers and stuff, and said it all started with that kiss in Times Square, the sailor kissing the prostitute, I think she was.
Yes.
And I'm like, well, that was posed. And they made that up. They were actually a couple. And Anthony's like, really? And Bill's like, yeah, I heard that.
Sometimes I think you might know something.
I just made that all up. I had nothing else
I
to say.
sort of questioned it, and then I ran out of steam.
I just didn't want to.
It was like, but
I don't
weren't they
really
trying to
care.
find those people?
What
And
I-
if it was
what I
posed when they know who they were.
What I like to do is when somebody brings up something I don't know, I just go, yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
So I can seem like I know what I'm talking about.
But you know what? I felt left out because you guys were talking.
You want to open up the door just in case you're getting fucked over, though. You're like, I heard something about that.
Something about that, right?
Yeah, that's nice and vague.
Yeah, very vague. Charlie, anything else you want to get off your mind before we go to the line of the day here?
Yeah.
All right.
All you people live in Kansas and shit. It's called Tornado Alley, you fucking assholes. What the fuck you living in Tornado Alley for? That's like going to Harlem and you see a bunch of black guys on the fucking corner. You don't go down the fucking block, right? You fucking hillbillies are fucking stupid. Fucking dickheads.
That's from a homeless guy. But some would say you're stupid because you're homeless and you decide to live your life in a cold climate. Like we always say, if you're going to be homeless, everyone has probably done this gag. If you're going to be homeless, why not go to a warm city?
Right.
Where, L.A.?
Yeah.
Florida.
Fuck them fags. This is fucking New York. You want to be in fucking New York.
Even if you're homeless.
You get some gloves, some hats and shit. You can't take it, motherfucker. Don't be homeless.
Damn good point.
Very good.
Thank you.
All right. Nothing else? You're done?
Oh, one more thing.
All right.
And global warming is real.
Yeah.
Y'all bullshit.
Oh, well, now I believe it.
You ain't seen no fucking bees, have you?
It's been winter.
No, but they're all dying.
Yeah, the bees come out.
All the bees are dying, though.
Yeah? Why?
Yeah.
Why? You would think they like the warm weather.
How the fuck do I know? Fuck the bees. You know?
Yeah, see, he had a little bit, but then fuck the bees.
I was believing him because I figure he's actually living outside. He's sort of a nature boy.
You don't see no bees.
Well,
no
you don't
bees.
see bees.
The ducks are skinny.
Bees don't come out in the cold weather.
What do you mean the
and
ducks
it
are
just got
skinny?
warm?
There's no lobsters and shit.
There's
Not
lobsters.
in Manhattan.
Plenty. I had plenty on the cruise ship. Great.
They probably fucking stolen from somewhere.
Ever been on a cruise?
You ever been on a cruise ship?
Have you mugged somebody on the way to a cruise ship?
On the way to the Staten Island Ferry, yeah. On that Houston Street.
That's a cruise. I've been on a cruise to Staten Island Ferry.
Yeah, that's a cruise ship.
That's
Hey,
great.
Did you know, like the day before you were going to become homeless, did you realize you were going to become homeless, or did the shit just happen?
Hell no, the fucking Jaime motherfucker said you gotta go. Shit.
Wow.
Hi, Hitler, cocksucker, wherever you at.
You are real. Were you so anti-Semitic
I hate
before?
everybody. I hate niggas, spicks, chinks, Jews, wops. It don't matter.
Really?
I don't discriminate.
You hate everybody.
Yeah.
Do you blame all these different nationalities on your situation?
No,
Or?
because you know what? It's fate. If shit happens, it's gonna fucking happen.
Yeah.
You can't do shit about it.
What group do you like? You don't like your own group. You don't like Whitey. Who do you like?
What's the day? Wednesday?
Yeah.
That's White Boy Day.
White boy day.
That's because he's hanging out with whiteys.
Yeah, hang out with. See, Whitey take care of a nigga though. If I was on our Sharpton show, a burger, he'd give me a fucking nugget from fucking McDonald's some fucking where. Mr. Norton hooked the nigga up. Thank you.
That's fine.
I appreciate it.
That's good.
And we're going to hook you up with a little cash.
The white boy hook a nigga up.
Where do you usually hang out? Do you usually right around here?
No, I'm using, 5-0 listening. Oh,
That doesn't matter.
Oh, well, fuck it.
Give
Times Square and shit, you know.
Yeah.
Give
David Letterman.
Charlie this $5.
Oh,
Wow.
I hit the fucking lottery. Where the white women at?
No, here's a 20. Can you give Charlie a 20?
Sure.
Oh,
Charlie.
one more thing.
I'll throw in 10.
You ever
Oh, I
notice?
forgot my money today.
One more thing.
I really
Charlie,
did.
take our
Oh,
money.
Cash on
So
me.
you don't, hit us over the head as we try to just go home
I ain't
today.
gonna fuck with
Looks
you.
like I'd swipe an Amex through his ass crack and have it
Right.
I
chalk
may be
up.
dumb, but I ain't stupid.
See,
Well, one more thing.
you're a smart guy. You know you could come here for money and food now.
One more
See?
thing. You ever notice I'm not being prejudiced, but hey,
What's the deal?
fuck it.
Right.
Every time a black guy gets famous, he always get a white woman. Why? You know why?
Why?
A black girl ain't gonna take his motherfucking shit. A nigga bitch will whoop your ass, you know?
Yeah.
A white girl, you put some dick to her, she's straight.
You put some dick
Funny
to her.
nigga, ain't I?
You say put some dick to her?
She's straight.
I'm kind of hearing some old bits.
Right.
Well, that was it was priorish, but
Very private, and the very early on, you live in Tornado Alley was a little Sam Kinison.
Right, yeah.
You live in a fucking desert. He wasn't homeless in the 80s, I bet. He was probably watching Evening at the Improv.
Okay, just like the people in California. You live on a fucking mountain cliff and it's gonna collapse.
Yeah.
Why? You live in Miami, hurricanes.
Right.
Why?
Where should they be living?
Fucking New York. Shit.
Yeah. Nothing happens here.
All you gotta do is worry about a nigga like me knock you inside your head.
Yeah, what do you think of the homeless guys that use the bricks and stuff? That's
old school.
That's bad news, though,
That's
right?
attempted murder, assault with a weapon.
Yeah.
You know, you just drop kick, kick a nigga in the nuts or something. Fuck it. Just kick him in the nuts. He can't scream too fucking loud, right?
Oh, God damn.
Yeah.
You know what's great about being the guy who's actually fucking people up? You know, they always like, don't go to Central Park after this hour because there's a psycho in there. He can have the calm and be like, oh, wait, it's me.
Yeah, he's the guy, so he could go wherever.
He can have the whole park to himself.
Central Park is cool.
What?
Central Park is cool.
I don't doubt it.
I go in there, smoke a joint, feed the fucking ducks and shit,
Yeah.
But you can't go after 1 a.m.
Oh, what's in there at 1 a.m.?
That's the curfew.
And what's in there?
The police.
Nah, they're not running
After
around,
1
are they?
From 1 a.m. to 5 a.m., Central Park is closed. Seriously.
Don't guys blow each other in the park?
Oh, yeah. Oh, they got a spot up there. I seen a fucking guy in a wheelchair sucking a nigga's dick one time. Should have rolled him down the fucking hill or something.
Oh, shit.
Up there by the museum. You cross the street from the museum?
Yeah.
Right up in there.
This guy has a pop-up book in him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, hell yeah.
All right.
Who was your favorite comic growing up or like years ago?
My favorite comic? I used to like of course, Richard Pryor.
He made you laugh?
Yeah, mine was Mabley. She was funny.
Red Fox.
Yeah, he was alright.
Yeah.
Well,
He told jokes at times.
Lenny Bruce was a funny dude. Because you know why everybody got Lenny Bruce ass? Because he was white. If a black guy would have said that shit, hey, we can't mess with them. Discrimination.
Yeah.
Like I said.
Guy speaks a lot of truth, man.
The country's fucked up.
Well, plus black comics weren't on the radar like in the 60s, like 50s. Like Mom's Mabley was very dirty, but not Pryor.
Sometimes, well, not all the time, but sometimes I feel sorry for you white dude. Y'all catch a lot of
Oh,
shit.
thanks.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, we do have
This
it
guy's
rough.
going for the fries, too.
We do.
I'm as good as a motherfucker.
I gotta tell you, man, you're right. It's really tough to be white.
Whitey has it rough.
You can't say certain shit.
I know.
Discrimination.
Do you know? Let me tell you something. With the price of gas, do you know what it costs to fill up my Escalade? Let me tell you, it's tough being white.
I believe you. That's a lot of fucking money for that.
And then the property tax, you got a big house. It's just so
it's
really
crazy.
difficult.
And then I got to worry when I open up my garage in the morning that this guy's out there.
Know what sucks about being white, too? Especially in New York, you can relate to this. You put your hand up for a cab. All of a sudden, there's 10 of them. You don't know which one to pick.
That's what I'm saying.
Because you're like, if I pick this, the other 9 cabs that stop for me, you're pissed off.
You know what I can't stand? When I go into a store and I want a little help, I can't find anyone. There's not one person from that store maybe following me around looking if I need a little help.
Can't get their fucking attention.
Can't get their
when
attention.
You're white in a store.
Yep.
You know what? If your person was smart, you white dudes, you have a black guy walk in the store first and they follow him around. You scoop up all the shit.
And then white guy scoops up all the shit, and then we go outside and split it.
Yeah.
Guy's the brains behind the operation.
You need some kind of the Defiant Ones team.
Just one time I want a police officer to pull me over because I'm a little lonely. I just want a little conversation.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is say,
80
hey, that
miles
nigga
an
mugged me. Yeah, pull you over. Don't worry about that shit. You know, a black guy can't get a cab. He got a handful of fucking money and bleeding. He can't get a fucking cab.
I gotta talk to the police all the time because we're usually laughing and talking, and it takes a long time. I never get a ticket or anything. So, but all the just hanging out and talking with the cops.
I talk to the cops all the time.
Oh yeah,
imagine you do.
I bet.
Hey, put your hands against the wall.
Hey,
it is tough.
Imus, what do you think of the Imus thing and the dumb thing he said?
Money. These fucking... You know what? Fuck this shit. I'm speaking my mind.
All right, let's go, Charlie.
That nigga Jesse Jackson and Sharpton, they're shakedown artists.
Wow.
Hey, donate to this or else we gonna get on your ass. This is America. You know, and to tell you the truth, I seen some pictures of them girls. They were some nappy-headed hoes, too.
I guess he watches
fucking
one
hair
out,
weaves
too,
and
huh?
shit. They were some nappy-headed bitches. But the man spoke his mind. Why? Whitey. Now, if it was on another rap station, hey, no problem.
Yeah, there wouldn't have been a problem, right?
No problem. If it was on a Spanish station, no problem.
No problem, because we don't know what they're saying over there.
You know Al Sharpton.
Who knows what the Spanish people are
Only
saying?
time he comes out when something happens. When them two black cops got shot, where the fuck was you at? You couldn't find your fucking hand.
This guy, look at this guy. Street level. We're getting street level knowledge over here.
James
It's the
Brown
truth.
hair Duane motherfucker.
You know, Al Sharpton he's like the black boss hog. The only thing he needs is like that white on white suit and like a fake fire hydrant, just setting it down.
Imus got fucked.
Yeah,
and the other
hallelujah.
two guys got fucked. JV and Elvis.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
If you
can't apologize when you go and you apologize. Then you're acting like you did something wrong. You should have been like, "I'm sorry you didn't get the joke. It's a comedy show.
Yeah, it's
if you're
comedy.
going to take it seriously, you're going to get offended every 8 seconds. Go fuck yourself."
Yeah,
and then you leave it
leave.
at that.
All right.
You know what? One more thing. You,
Oh,
in this
that's
country,
what I
it
do,
comes
'cause I've
down
never
to
been in
you
that
can't
situation.
fuck with niggas, chinks, or fags. You know? But if it's whitey, hey, fuck it. You know, you guys, Master, y'all got it rough.
Yeah, we really can't talk about.
He's going for the shake now.
Do you understand that, honestly, we couldn't express ourselves today the way you are expressing yourself because we're white, and we would get in big trouble for it.
And you know what?
Yeah.
This satellite, watch out. That's next.
Really?
Yeah.
That's next. Trust me.
Yeah, it is.
But the advertisers don't have their claws into it yet, which is why there's no problems.
The advertisers, the stations are pussies.
Yeah.
Buying these fucking guys.
Hallelujah.
Everybody should just fucking stop buying the advertiser shit.
Yep.
And fuck it. You see the station manager? Whoop his motherfucking ass, you know?
All right. Charlie, you come back anytime.
Charlie, yeah.
News from the street with Charlie.
You're definitely cordially invited back, man.
If you go to Sirius Satellite, I'm gonna hunt you down and fuck you up.
Now, it might be a merger. If there's a merger, we do what we do. You know that.
Fuck it. Hey, you know what? You gotta pay your bills, right?
Yeah, it's tough. When you're white, you got to pay bills.
If people don't like it, how much money you making? Hey, motherfucker.
You never went to prison for merger, did you? The merger?
Yeah, I merged my foot
me.
in somebody's ass.
I merged my foot in someone's ass.
He had a good line.
Oh, that's a good one.
All right, Charlie, thank you.
Good job.
You brought some nice energy to the show.
Got a lot of
Mr.
spunk.
Norton.
Huh?
Thanks for...
Oh, you're welcome, man. Yeah.
What about the $20 I gave you?
Oh.
What 20?
Oh, shit.
And I threw
Opie hooked the nigga up.
I threw in 10.
And Norton threw in another 10.
We all want our credit.
Yeah, we want credit.
I get no credit.
Anthony did nothing but just sit there and
I
count
left
his dollars.
without money. I have a credit card,
give
but I don't
anything
think he
either.
accepts American Express. Oh, he does, and they'll see him on the camera later at the ATM.
Yeah, Charlie, that's another thing about being white. He doesn't have cold hard cash. It's all credit cards.
Fucking girl probably got all the money.
Thing of the past.
All right, line of the day. What do we got? Bill Burr, Giggles, Seattle, Friday and Saturday.
Yes.
What do you got there? Anything? That's it? Oh, here it is. Sorry. Line of the day. Here's a runner-up line of the day.
Wait. This is an important question.
All right, Jimmy's got something though.
How used to boring people are you where you could talk to someone for an hour and not realize they were dead?
Yes, okay. I'm hearing the outside mic.
Yeah, the outside mic.
Waiting
hear
for
the
something
drilling.
else.
Reading. I don't take anything seriously. It's okay. Here's another line of runner-up line of the day.
The power of Fidel Castro after root canal.
I love that out of context. It's really good because it means nothing.
I looked at Bill. He's like, what?
I wish I had thought of fucking Reservoir Dogs. The power of Marvin Nash's ear stump.
We're going to continue Power of the Penis tomorrow.
Okay. Penis.
Absolutely.
Power of the penis.
And
Power of the penis.
Charlie, the other side of this...
Power of the penis.
Did I say Power of the Penis?
Yes.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Listen to the replay.
Well, enjoy.
Yeah. Cock meat.
Yeah, great.
Nothing but cock meat.
Charlie, you're going to have to join us on the other side. The other side of this show needs to hear you, too.
Whatever side.
I don't know how we're going to get you up through security, though.
The FM radio.
Oh, that shit sucks. You can't say what you want.
But that's what you listen to. You don't even know us on XM.
That's all the fuck I got. Shit.
That's all
We'll see how far we get.
We'll figure it out. Whatever.
We'll
All
get
right.
you up there.
Here is today's line of the day.
Here comes the line of the day, line of the day,
We're not even in our tornado season yet.
No.
Exactly.
You can't hunt him
The
yet.
first guy works for a corporation.
Nothing.
He's got a microchip in his neck.
Right.
He's
I
just,
didn't
everybody
think so.
relax. Nothing to see here.
He's an aerosol salesman.
All right, guys.
Cock meat. Nothing but cock meat.
I will say that I think one of the lines of the day should have went to Charlie.
Yeah, that was an overshot.
Yeah, what happened, man? Charlie should have
definitely
just won the damn thing.
Well, I think that was discrimination on the part of the staff.
Absolutely.
Based
What was the
on
staff
nothing
doing?
but skin color.
I would have went with the Charlie line about what did he get, and he said 6 years.
6 years. That was the line.
That was, you know what? We got to trump the judges today. Charlie gets line.
I'll swing a hook, hit an old bitch. I'll knock an old bitch out.
Yeah.
That really made
He
me
had
laugh.
some great ones.
Yeah, he had some gems. The fact that he was excluded, I found to be grossly
they're
negligent.
still showing the jungle gym.
Oh, the jungle gym training, when they train Al-Qaeda, they always show them on that jungle gym thing where they got to swing.
You got to admit, they're very adept at that.
They're very good at that.
I don't know exactly what sort of American office building has that type of shit.
Where they can then terrorize it.
Are they gonna blow up a Toys R Us?
They got to set up. They got to set up all sorts of ladders for their attack.
Yeah, what the hell is that?
No, what was it? The Battle of the Network Stars.
Hey,
They're gonna blow up Lee Majors.
Fucking stupid. I think the media realizes how stupid that video is, and they said that's one for everybody.
Makes them look really silly.
So we could all kind of chuckle and go, "Well, look at that, how silly that is."
I must say one thing though. You know, I'm no fan of the terrorists. That's for sure. But the way the drawings are done of them on the news. You ever see the court drawings they've been doing? It looks like the old Nazi propaganda drawings of the Jewish people. Like they're these very stereotypical. I'm not even talking the cover of the Daily News. I'm talking like the courtroom pictures that they've drawn. Yeah, we've already addressed the fact that I'm three of those guys.
No, I'm just saying it looks like all the same guy, and they're showing him age throughout his life. And right here, he's got that Jerry Lewis disease where your head blows up.
Yeah, look at that.
Then he
got
back normal.
fixed. But you look at them, and they have them like these Arab terrorists where they look like they should be bringing frankincense and myrrh. That's how they look.
Everything but like a magic carpet.
Yeah, the magic carpet, the curly shoes they put on them.
Why does that look like a hurricane off the coast of?
They keep saying it's not though.
It's way too. If we got hurricanes in May, god damn, what the hell's going on?
No, I think this
thing is tropical storm.
They're trying to get I think it always spins, and they're just trying to get ratings.
Yeah.
Like, look out, this might rain.
Why does it keep stopping and then restarting? I never understand what that means.
Because that's all they got.
It's time lapse.
Yeah, that's all they got.
That's from like a few hours ago and then until now.
Oh, you know what? You guys are making a great point. Yeah, that's not spinning at that speed. It's like Ann said. It's a picture taken every hour, and then you put it all together. It makes it look like it's a hurricane. You're right. They are going for the effect of the whole damn thing.
You know something? We're never going to go out there and look. They could just Photoshop in whatever they want in the Atlantic. Wow, look at this monster storm. It just missed us.
I'm glad I checked it out for myself. I didn't believe the drawings on CNN.
Who's going to know?
All right, we got to go. We're done. Bill Burr, Giggles, Seattle. Friday and Saturday. Jim Norton, Caroline's, New York, starting tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, 212-757-4100. A laugh riot.
And Charlie, you rock.
Charlie.
Final word, Charlie, go. We end with you.
Final word. Have a good day, motherfuckers.
Whether you like a little bitty, medium, or enormous, courtesy of Opie Anthony and little Jimmy Norton. Get your free wow sticker, no reason to go and buy it. If it see some fun bags and help spread the virus. Send a self-addressed letter with a picture of your mom, or click the wow link at opieandanthony.com. Send it in now if you want to get wowed. Watch the ladies whip them out and jump around. Jump around. Jump around. Jump around.